Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small town dealership, small town prices.
They say Diet Coke is a mom's drink. Well, you copied her jeans, her spin, her shoes, her scrunchie, and whether you realize it or not, her music. Now, copy her drink. Drink what your mama gave you.
Hey, honey, can you help me with this? Today tastes like staying in. And it never tasted this good.
First American offers online and mobile banking features to make your banking experience easy and safe. Activate or deactivate your debit card as needed, attach images to your transactions, apply travel notices to your account, and make person-to-person payments. You can even set up text alerts to guard against unauthorized spending or just to monitor your account balance. The best part is that you can bank anytime, anywhere. At First American National Bank, get that hometown feel the high-tech touch.
Tomorrow. Tomorrow is what we anticipate, what we work for, what we want to improve. At Itawamba Community College, we offer the courses, pathways, and the training that can help turn your vision of tomorrow into a reality. So why wait? Your tomorrow can start today at Itawamba Community College. The best start here.
And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, as we get that First American National Bank opening pitch to Biggs, and it's going to be a fly out to center field to start the game. So one pitch, one out is the situation there. Welcome, everyone. Adam Gore, Dr. Brad Boggs here in the ICC Alumni Affairs and Foundation broadcast booth. And this is going to be Mohead at the plate now. Indians pick up the first win of the day by the final score of 16-4 in 5 innings. And this is Babin on the hill here for the Indians to start this game. Brad, you got any Sonic stats there on Babin when you get a chance? Is that pitch in there for a strike as well?
Yeah, Babin's a sophomore right-hander in Louisiana. Of course, we saw him last weekend, but
swing and a miss for strike 3.
Got the K there. So 2 appearances on the year, which, like I say, his second appearance. He was injured early in the season, as we know, so his second appearance last weekend, third this weekend, and got 1 win on the year, no losses, 7 innings pitched out of that, giving up 5 hits on 5 runs, 8 Ks, 4 base on balls, got a 5.14 ERA, and I know we're glad to see him back in the pitching rotation, so is Coach Collier.
Absolutely. He's been a shot in the arm for the Indians here, especially on that hill where the Indians have struggled at times today. Is that pitch missing for a ball? And that one right down the middle for a strike. Good job there coming back and making the count go 2-1 here on Boone, who's batting third in the lineup.
Yeah, and as we said last week, Babin, as Boone fouls that one off down the third base side, Babin works very quickly. He's aggressive. He's in the zone. And so you can expect, while Babin's out there, the game to move fast as he drove that one back up the middle for a base hit there.
Yeah, a little return to sender action there off the bat of Boone. And so that'll be a 2-out single here in the top of the first. And this will bring up Bizot to the plate. So the Indians win it 16-4. Getting a little help on the road from Northwest. Northwest was up 12-4 in the bottom of the 6th at Jones. And stop me if you've heard this before, there's a hit batter.
Well,
we saw 8 of those in the first game of the day, and that's going to be the first one we see here. And hopefully the only one we see here in game 2.
I'm telling you, they're going to get me and you for the days over with, Gore.
So you keep talking about it. You're going to talk it into existence. That's what's making me nervous here. And so with runners on first and second, this is going to be the number 5 batter, Spring, coming to the plate here for the Wolves. Listen to that first pitch, high for a ball.
And kind of like in game one, it's almost like a replica start. We get the first 2 outs pretty quick, and then you get runners on from, a couple of little situations here. So let's see the Indians battle back and get out of this, and because they do have runners in scoring position. He pops that one up down the back here foul, back towards that grill back here that Brother Chris is cooking on.
Well, if you're going to come to the ball field and get one of those BSU hamburgers, you better hurry. They're closing down in the 4th inning. It probably going to run out of food before then, to be honest with you.
Well,
there's a pitch in the dirt blocked up nicely there by Davis.
The good thing is I don't know that the BSU staff will know what inning it is because, again, as we said, our scoreboard is not quite working today due to other circumstances. It's new, so they'll have to guess when the 4th inning is.
That's a good point. So runners at first and second here. Wind starting to blow out of the ballpark a little bit. Babin's pitch fouled off. And we'll sit right there as they're having to get some more baseballs in the game here early on. If you're just now joining us in softball action today, it was in the bottom of the 9th with Co-Lin winning on a walk-off 3-2 in the first game of the day. Right now, scoreless as they're in the bottom of the 2nd in game 2. This pitch fouled back, and a nice job here by Spring keeping the AB alive here.
Yeah, what looked to be a quick inning, keeping the pitch count low for Babin has kind of ended up being a different story. Oh.
And that one missing, apparently a little low.
And the
so
good
now
thing
the
is
count goes full.
I've been saying we're getting a count from this
Yes.
one. Now he's showing the count. We're good on this one.
That is greatly appreciated.
Yeah, I talked to him down there a while ago.
I appreciate that. I figured you did. So waiting the payoff pitch here. Ripped, but the second baseman's there. Throw over is in time.
Good play right there by Drew Capabianco at second.
4-3 to get out of the inning with no damage done. For the ICC to be Martin Knowledge, Verdung, and Davis scheduled up when we come back. Don't go anywhere, folks. Back with more right after this here on the ICC Sports Network.
One hot and ready classic. We actually changed it with...
What?
You've changed, Little Caesars. You've changed.
They've changed, Balloon Bro.
You've changed, Karate Man. How can you dance during a time like this? You've changed. Ah! Tell me why.
It tastes even better because we added 33% more pepperoni.
Give me one of those.
Walk in and walk out with the new Hot and Ready Classic with 33% more pepperoni.
Pizza. Everyone has a unique story to tell. Maybe your story has you performing your new song in front of a crowd, getting to play your favorite sport, or enjoying a horseback ride in the country. At Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our group of skilled surgeons understand your need to continue your story. That is why we are the preferred choice for orthopedic care. Thank you for choosing us. Our story is you. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
And welcome back now as we head to the bottom of the first inning. No score here in game 2 as it'll be Matthew Martin Knowledge, Will Vernong, and Riley Davis scheduled up here for the Indians. On the hill here for Co-Lin is Cade Parker. So we had Cade May in game 1. Now we're having Cade Parker here in game 2. Let's take a look at some Sonic stats there on our starting pitcher for Co-Lin.
Yeah, oddly, you remember last week's game when Babin pitched. He's from Louisiana. When he faced a Louisiana starter, guess where Parker's from?
Maine.
Dang, how did you know that?
Thought he was trying to throw me a changeup.
Louisiana.
Oh.
So we got 2 Louisiana products going against each other. He's a freshman right-hander. And 6 appearances, 3 wins, 2 losses on the year, 24 1/3 innings pitched, giving up 35 hits, 19 runs, 37 Ks, 10 base on balls, 4.27 ERA. He strikes out a lot, sounds like, Adam.
And that first pitch going to miss low and outside for a ball here to Martin Knowledge. Martin Knowledge, the shortstop, ICC, 12-13 on the year, 6-7 in conference play. As Martin Knowledge fouls this one back and out of play, evens things up now at 1-1. Co-Lin comes in with a record of 10-18, 5-8 in conference plays. We talked about it. ICC, Co-Lin, and Jones all in the logjam there for that number 9 spot, which is the final spot in the playoffs. So we're going down the home stretch here. And if ICC could pick up 2 here today, would be big. If Co-Lin can battle back and earn a split, well, it would make things crazy because ICC is also split with Jones on the year.
Hit by pitch.
And that one hurt. That one came right in on the wrist of Mark Knowledge.
I'm telling you, Gore. I mean, because do you know Mark Knowledge was one of the only 2 Indians that didn't get hit in the last game. Now he's got it. They're coming after us.
So now this will be Verdun coming to the plate. If I get hit, I'm calling Tim Center 1, HR issue with you, and 2, workman's comp.
I dreamed it into existence or talked it into existence.
That's what it is, yes. So now Verdun, the third baseman, coming to the plate here for the Indians. No outs, and the ball is going to get away, and the runner will head over to second.
Yeah, good opportunity here. Wild pitch here thrown. Very high ball, and so now the Indians advance to second with the leadoff batter on from a hit by pitch in scoring position with Verdun up.
Well, that's what you want to do if you're the Indians. You want to come out and try to strike early here and maybe take a little bit of that momentum away that Co-Lin picked up there towards the late part of the ball game, scoring 4 runs. They started to find their bats there late, so if you can come out and score early, you might be able to take away a little bit of that confidence they were able to build their latter part of game 1.
Yeah, and keep the Indians' offensive momentum going, which was happening in game 1 too.
That pitch goes high for a ball.
Not game 1 too, but it was
also. Also, yeah, TOO, not the TO, or nor the TWO.
That's exactly right.
So 2-0, I believe, is the count here to Verdun. Runner at second. Beautiful breaking pitch. Right at the knees for a strike. 2-1 now goes the count here to Verdun. Did have a chance to get one of those BSU burgers in between the games, and it was outstanding as always.
Oh, did you get me one?
Did, but somebody stole it on the way up.
Let me know.
This ball fouled out of play.
You know what I got in between the game?
What's that?
I went and got one of those Little Caesars pizzas that you owed me,
That's
and I
right.
charged it to you.
I like that. I'm glad you did. I've been trying to encourage you to do. Oh, you like 12 of those. So that's going to be the second strike there on Verdun. He's going to have to guard the dish here. Runner at second with no outs. We're in the bottom of the first. Oh, borderline pitch going the way of the Indians there as that one falls off the table a bit too soon. Now the count goes full here to Verdun.
Yeah, good eye right there on the part of Verdun.
So Parker trying to find the first out of the inning here. Verdun either draw a walk or see if he can't drive in a run. This one's going to be fouled out of play, and we'll do it all over again with a full count.
Yeah, it was a good pitch and a good job there of Verdun to just battle and foul that one off. That was not one that, had he put it in play, was going to do any danger of probably doing any good there of helping the Indians out any. So he just fouled it back and lived to see another day.
Let the runner back to second. No throw with nobody covering there. Well, ICC will step out of conference play on Tuesday as they travel to Jackson State. This is going to be a little nubber, and it's going to be caught in the air, and that's going to turn into a Little Caesars double play.
Yeah, tough. That's just tough right there. It was just kind of like you said, just off the end of the bat, the very end of the bat. And kind of got caught there. If you're Martin Knowledge, didn't really know which way to go, didn't know if it was going to get through or not. And so caught him stepping toward third, got the double play.
Little Caesars double play there. Remember, when you're ready for something hot and ready, stop by and visit Little Caesars here in Fulton. And so with 2 outs now, this is going to be Davis at the plate. This is that pitch in the dirt for a ball. Boy, that was a big shift in momentum there. Co-Lin just slowly but surely grabbing a little bit more confidence as they go in this contest. Breaking pitch that didn't quite break enough as it'll go for a ball. So Davis, who is catching again here in game 2, looks at that one, and boy, that Fastball had quite the tail on it, kind of broke out, then right back towards the batter.
Yeah, got some movement here from Parker on his pitches. So, again, his arm angle is a little different and delivery is different from what we saw definitely from the first game. That's back up the middle.
That's going to go for a hit there. Return to sender as Parker tried to get a glove down to make a play on that one right at his ankles. And a good piece of hitting there by Davis to reach on the 2-out single and bring up Bryce Capobianco. Bryce, our Sonic star of the game in game 1. Had 6 RBIs, was a triple away from hitting for the cycle, and had a grand slam as well, as the throw over to first is not in time.
Yeah, we'll see. Of course, there is 2 outs, and of course, only runner at first. But how they challenge Bryce here? Well, they went right after him. He said, "If you keep coming after me, I'm going to get the hits. I'm finding the holes. I'm going to get the hits," and that's what he did. Good single right there.
Yeah, Bryce staying hot here. Back-to-back singles now with 2 outs in the inning, and this is going to bring up Connor Gardner, the DH. You're right, Brad. You got to figure out what Bryce Capobianco ain't seeing right now, but the one thing he is seeing is beach balls coming to the plate because he is absolutely tattooing everything he's putting the bat on the ball.
Yeah, and it'll be interesting to see if they continue to try to pitch around him or just keep going after him. It'll be interesting to see how they do that now going forward.
Breaking pitch, and that one just missing inside for a ball.
It's a good job by Gardner right there to stay in on it. Basically, as they're taught, roll the shoulder on that breaking pitch. You roll that front shoulder. If it does hit you, then you get a base on ball there. But it did not, and it didn't break back in. So, good job by Gardner.
So runners at first and second with 2 outs. No score here in the bottom of the first. Gardner at the dish here for the Indians. Fouls that one back, and it came off the leg of the catcher. And 2-1, I believe, is the count here on Gardner. Parker on the hill looking for the exit. ICC trying to keep the bats going here with 2 outs in the inning. This one hit deep to the gap out in center and can't make the jumping catch. 1 run will score. 2 runs will score. Gardner, it will have a double.
Yeah, he tattooed that one. Kept going. You got a dead wind out there. Mm-hmm. Had there been any type of wind go over that, and probably could have gone on out of the park. It went to the warning track back there. Co-Lin did all they could to get back there and make a play on it. They just couldn't. And so a 2 RBI double, like you say, for Connor Gardner. Great start for the Indians here.
Yeah, another clutch 2-out hits there for the Indians. As we said, it was a jumping catch as he thought he was closer to the fence than he was, and Indians get a double and scores 2 runs. Now this is going to be Meeks who's playing in center field. That's back-to-back hits for the Indians here in the bottom of the first. Thought Connor was thinking 3 there for a second.
Looked like it. I think Coach Conyer said hold up. And, let's see if we, line shot out in the parking lot. Did not get anybody, went in the ditch, but that could be dangerous. But got you in scoring position. Meeks was hitting pretty good there at the end of the game 1 there. He was hot. Let's see if Meeks can drive you in. No point in getting the 3rd out there at third base. You just don't do that.
So 2-0 ICC with the lead. Check swing is going to go foul and get out of play for strike 2. Coach Ball make a play on that one?
She did not. That was actually more toward your buddy out there.
Oh, Sebring. I didn't know if they were going to be able to make it down here if they were up at the Redlands or not, but probably running in between the two. Knowing him, he'd come down here when ICC bats and then run back up there when they're in the field. That's how quick he is.
He is good like that.
As this one fouled back and out of play.
Is he setting up there at the Redlands Festival?
He is. He's got his custom jean store. He's also got his wife's pottery barn. Probably got his kids up there running around too.
Yeah, they do some amazing work that they do up there. Need to check them out if you go to the Redlands Festival.
And that, outside corner just not enough for the umpire's liking there. 2-2 now is the count here to Meeks. That's a tough one to hang off of.
I was going to say, it looks like our umpires now is going to make them, which
yeah.
is fine if you know it. If he's consistent, as we've talked about, it's going to have to. It's not going to be any give on that strike zone, apparently.
So Parker getting set to deliver the 2-2 pitch. Meeks looks at that one, and another one that could have easily been called strike 3.
I think that one did have a little slider break. I think that one did break out of the zone before it crossed the plate. That one before it, I'm with you. I think it definitely could have been called a strike, but I think that one broke out of the zone before it crossed the plate.
So the count goes full here to Meeks with 2 outs and a runner at second. ICC leading this one 2-0. And good at bat there by Meeks to draw the walk.
Saw a lot of pitches. Reach base now. Now you're down to the number 7 hole here with Blaine Ware. So the Indians moving through the lineup here in the first inning.
Blaine was one of the few Indians that did not get a hit, but did reach base when he was hit by a pitch in Game 1. So looking to redeem himself here in Game 2. And that pitch high and inside for a ball. So runners at first and second. It was a double by Gardner that drove across a couple of runs. That gives ICC this 2-0 lead here in the bottom of the first. That one right down Broadway for the strike.
Yeah, that was that straight fast one down there again. Different delivery, different arm motion here for Parker in Game 2 from what the Indians were seeing in Game 1. So got to kind of got to adjust to that.
And there's a slider that nips the outside corner of the plate. And sometimes we talk about Bryce Capobianco when you're seeing the ball extremely well. You come up with some hits, but sometimes when you're struggling a bit, those pitches that are on the outside, not necessarily called strikes for other, end up being called a strike for you, and that's the case here for Ware.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened, and sometimes you just okay, good deal.
Low and outside for a ball.
And they've set up a lot of outside. Parker has on the Indians batters so far today in this first rotation around, and throwing that outside, I wonder if they'll ever work back in. You go outside, if you'll ever go back in on it.
So waiting the 2-2 pitch here to Ware. Runners at first and second. And they're just going to simply let the runner back to second. And so Ware trying to keep the inning alive here. Indians have done the damage with 2 outs. Ware will chopper forward, and it's going to be a fair ball. The throw down to first, though, is in time for the out, 2-3, to retire Ware and get the Wolves out of the innings. But the Indians do score 2 runs on 3 hits and 2 left on base. We'll take a break and be back with the top half of the second. Back with more right after this here on the ICC Sports Network.
Life's a sport that's full of laughter, the perfect plays, the near disasters. Some days it's tough to know which way to run. So when the game gets out of hand, you need a pal who's got a plan, a friend to help you win while having fun. The score, passing the ball or passing the test. He knows the scoop, how to succeed and how to invest. Always remember, Herbstreit knows best.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we get set here for the top of the second inning. Going to be the 6, 7, 8 batters due up for Co-Lin, McKenzie, Walker, and Muse. ICC gets a 2-run double off the bat of Gardner in the home half of the first to take a 2-0 lead here in Game 2. For just now joining us, they picked up a 16-4 win in 5 innings in the first game of the day. Of course, we're trying to keep an eye on that Jones Baseball and Northwest score as
number 18, Jordan McKenzie.
We talked about it. Northwest was leading that one 12-4 in the bottom of the 6th, and ICC, Co-Lin, and Jones all came into this weekend tied for that 9th spot, which is technically the last spot to make the playoffs. So the Indians trying to get some room between them and the Wolves, and maybe a little bit of help there. This is going to be a shot down the line. It's going to be fair, and it's going to go for extra bases. This extra base hit being brought to you by Davis Ford in Fulton. If you're looking for your next new or used automobile, stop by 904 West Main Street right here in Fulton to experience the Davis Ford difference, or you can visit davisfordsales.com. Well, a positive start there to the inning for McKenzie as he doubled down the line. Good job out there by Hancock and left to quickly get that one in, because a lot of times, Brad, when the ball gets in that corner, it kind of bounces away from you, and teams can easily turn a routine double into a triple.
Yeah, and if you're Co-Lin, as
Walker fouls this one back and out of play.
If you're Co-Lin, that's what you want to see right now. I mean, they didn't have but 2 or 3 hits that first game, maybe 3, I think.
Yeah.
I think it was 3. But anyway, jumping on it here in the top of the 2nd here and getting that leadoff runner there, leadoff batter, at second base. So good job there by Co-Lin.
Fastball in the dirt, like it might have come up and caught Davis a little bit on the hop. So he's going to toss this one back to Babin, and the home plate umpire is going to come out and talk to Davis, or Babin, and give Davis a little bit more time to collect himself. It's a hard life out there being a catcher sometimes.
It is very tough back there.
So a runner at second. This one ripped, blocked up there by the first baseman, and no play.
That was smoked down the first base side over there. Ware did a good job of knocking it down over there, but kind of had trouble locating it once he knocked it down. And had speed. Again, you had a left-handed batter, so you had a step on it over there going in, and so was able to beat it out, even though he knocked it down. So, but it did prevent, a double and a run being scored with Ware knocking it down.
So they're going to show bunt. Pulls back and takes that one for a strike, as this is Muse batting in that 8th spot here for the Wolves. They trail it 2-0, trying to see if they can cut into that lead here. Runners on the corners and no outs in the top of the 2nd. That one in there for a strike. So a nice job by Babin coming back and quickly getting ahead in the count here, 0-2.
Yeah, I got a battle, and that's what he's doing up there. He's a trooper when he gets out there on the mound. He's in his zone. He always is. And quick throw over to first. Check him out there. Kind of keeps them hopefully in check if they've got anything on their minds, 1st and 3rd type offense. So he's in the zone. He's ahead of the count here. He can afford to waste one. They're going to, oh, wow.
And that one looking for high fastball. That's what they got, and ripped it out to left field, and a run will score there, and it's now 2-1.
That's either a hit and run situation, or it was a 1st and 3rd offense that they put in play there, and they were going to try to draw him off. And anyway, it didn't matter. He, again, lined that one into left field, got a single, RBI.
Yeah, the pitch was up out of the zone that time, but as you said, Brad, nice piece of hitting, put it out there in left field, and it's now 2-1. And the number 9 batter, Womack, coming to the plate here for the Wolves.
Still no outs either.
So runners at 1st and 2nd here for Co-Lin. Shows bunt. That one back for a strike. Co-Lin had 5 hits in the first game of the day. They've got 4. And this is the number 9 batter here in game 2.
I was off. I said 3 a while ago.
I was thinking 3 as well, but had to go back and check my number. Shows bunt, fouls this one back, and 0-2 now is the count.
That's a good pitch to throw right there if he was squaring the bunt. More of a defensive type bunt. Not that he was trying to hit him, but it was on the inside part of the plate. Not a good one to try to lay down for a bunt. Anyway, fouled it back, so you got a 2-strike count.
Ball in the dirt, gets away, and runners will advance on the wild pitch. So now the tying run at third base. And Co-Lin with new life here. Still no outs in the inning. Runners at second and third here. And Womack at the plate. This one popped up. Second baseman, yep, going to have to go over and makes the play.
He's not tagging.
And they're just going to jog him right back to third base, so that'll be a pop-up on the out. Smart job there as they're trying to deke a throw one way or the other, and smart play there by Drew to just hold on to it and just kind of jog him back in and leave the runners there at first and second.
Yeah, I agree. It was a good job. Don't make the throw. Don't make an errant throw right there that's going to score another run. So that's what they were trying to get him to do.
So back to the top of the lineup here. Swing and a miss by Biggs, who flew out to center on the first pitch of the game.
So that was the first out of the inning here. Now you still got runners at second and third, so Biggs got an opportunity here to do some damage. Babin hoping not.
That pitch missing outside for a ball. 1-1 now is the count here on Biggs. Biggs turns on that one. Nice job coming back in after a couple of outside pitches there. Biggs fouls that one off, and that'll be strike two. 1-2 now is the count here on Biggs. His first name is Tom. Very fitting for this part of the world. So the 1-2 pitch coming. Foul back, and we'll stay at 1-2.
I just got a piece of that one. Able to fight it off basically and chop it down. About all he could do with it, but lives to see another day here. Still alive at the plate.
Swing and a miss for strike three. Big time Renaissance Bank strikeout, the second of the day for Babin. Renaissance Bank, they are the bank that understands you. Find out why by visiting RenaissanceBank.com.
Yeah, big, excuse me, big K right there by Babin. Now gets 2 outs in the inning. Still have runners at second and third.
This is Mohead at the plate. That first pitch kind of floated over, but missing tall for a ball.
Yeah, you're going to need to bring that one down. You're going to need to leave that one sitting up there floating too long like that.
Mohead struck out swinging in his first at bat, and that pitch goes high for ball 2.
Yeah, they're doing their job. Co-Lin is going through or actually making Babin throw a lot of pitches here in the second inning. So they're definitely accomplishing what they wanted to. They're patient at the plate. That was ball 2 right there, wasn't it? Or ball 1?
I think it's ball 3, actually.
Okay, yeah, I knew I'd go
like
backwards.
it was.
I dozed off up here.
And that's going to be ball 4. That last pitch looked really good, but the home plate umpire did not agree with that. That's the first walk of the day issued by Babin.
Now batting is number 22,
And so now bases full of Wolves here with 2 outs. And Boone, who singled on a hit ball right back to the pitcher. And his first at bat will dig in here, try to tie the ball game, maybe even give Co-Lin their first lead of the afternoon. And right now, Babin's struggling to find the zone.
Well, he's all around it, but as I mentioned earlier, this umpire I don't think is given any type of flexibility outside here or inside. It's got to be on the plate, over the plate, but at least the pitchers know that.
Yeah.
And strike 1 right there.
So 1-1 now is the count here to Boone. The pitch, and it goes high for a ball. So 2-1 now is the count here to Boone. We mentioned it. He singled right back up the middle over the head of the pitcher in his first at bat. That one in the dirt, blocked up nicely there by Davis as the runner at third charged down the line pretty hard and found his brakes and was able to get back.
Yeah, he was with that fastball in the dirt. He was thinking that was going to get through Riley or by Riley, and it didn't. So it was a great dig there by Riley and getting his body out there to save a run.
And there's a rip, and left fielder's going to come up and makes the play. Diving catch out there in left field, and that saves a couple of runs for the Indians. We've played 2. ICC leads it 2-1. Back with more right after this. Or excuse me, no, we'll come back with the bottom half of the inning right after this.
Ankle sprains are one of the most common sports injuries, with an estimated 25,000 occurring every day in the United States. Sprains can happen with any sport, including just walking across the yard. Ankle sprains are most common in ball sports such as basketball, soccer, volleyball, and others. As with any injury, your body quickly sends blood to start healing the process, which leads to the swelling. Rest, ice, compression, elevation, known as RICE, is a good way to treat an ankle sprain. This decreases the swelling, lessens your pain, and allows your body to heal the injury. Studies have shown that the sooner you return to activity, the better and typically the faster you will recover. Depending on the amount of injury to the ligaments, it may be days, weeks, or even months to return to high-intensity sports. Sometimes recovery may be slow, but if it gets better day by day or week by week, you are on the right path. If the ankle seems to stop improving and you just can't get back to your activities, then it's time to come see us at the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. Remember, our story is you.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head now to the bottom of the second inning. ICC gets a great diving catch by Hancock out there in left field to end the inning and save a pair of runs, as ICC leads it 2-1 right now, and 2 up for the Indians will be the 8-9-1 batters, Hancock, Drew Capobianco, and Martin Knowledge. And so Hancock hopefully can carry some of that momentum from that big defensive play to the plate here.
Now batting is number 23, Eli Hancock.
And so the lefty will dig in here. This is that first pitch, low and inside for a ball. Well, again, the Indians scheduled to travel to Jackson State on Tuesday. There's a grounder right back up the middle. Going to be a tough play. Shortstop, though, makes it. Throw over is just in time. Very impressive play there by McKenzie.
Yeah, good play. Hancock's not slow by any stretch of imagination. Again, left-handed batter, so a little quicker coming out of the box, and just a good job there by Co-Lin to move over and get that out and field it cleanly and throw it over and get that out.
So now this will be Drew Capobianco at the plate here for the Indians. Swings on the first pitch he sees, fouls it back, and out of play for strike one. So Drew, seeing if he can get the bat sparked here for the Indians. Is that pitch missing high and outside for a ball. Number 9 batter in the lineup here for the Indians. As this one fouled out of play. That'd be strike two.
Any update on the ICC softball?
It's in the fourth inning, scoreless, but ICC threatening with 2 outs and runners on the corners.
There we go. Another fine one brewing down there in Weston.
Absolutely, as anticipated. Number 2 team in the country, Co-Lin. Number 6, ICC. Breaking pitch, and that's a beauty, but missed outside.
Must have went around.
So that's what the umpire said, a little bit outside for his liking. Maybe kind of glitch on that call. As Drew hammers this one, and it's going to get out of play. Well, thought for a second it might have a chance to hang up and stay in play over there in the corner of left, but it did not. And the Indians get caught in a rundown to end the inning there in softball, so they remain scoreless. Drew looks at that pitch on the outside for a ball. So 2-2 now is the count here to the second baseman, Drew Capobianco. Swings on this one and fouls it back off the netting. We'll stay at 2-2. Nice little at bat going here for Drew if he can find a way to win it. ICC with only 1 out so far here in the inning. And breaking pitch got him looking. Nice job there by Parker to come back and find a way to win the battle there. That was just a beautiful pitch that just snuck its way back in the zone.
Yeah, it really was. It was a good breaking ball right there that he got back in there and just kind of caught him looking. It was a good pitch. That's all you can say about it. So gets us back to the top of the lineup with Martin Knowledge.
That was the first Renaissance Bank strikeout of the day for Parker. Renaissance Bank, the bank that understands you. Find out why by visiting renaissancebank.com. Martin Knowledge looks at that pitch and takes it for a strike. He was hit by a pitch, advanced on a wild pitch, but was part of a Little Caesars double play. That pitch missing low and outside. 1-1 now is the count. That was back in the first inning. We're in the bottom of the second here. ICC leading 2-1. That pitch missing outside. Martin Knowledge, if he were to reach, then Verdung would be up next for the Indians. That pitch missing high for a ball.
Yeah, good at bat right there. Good eye. Again, patience. Don't want to be overly aggressive. Go back to that same approach we had in the first game where we were patient, waiting on our pitch. Again, ball 4 right there. So Martin Knowledge reaches. That's twice he's reached. First was hit by pitch, now hit by a base on ball.
Now this will be Will Verdung, who just kind of had an unfortunate pop-up to the shortstop, and his momentum carried him right into second base for that Little Caesars double play in his previous at-bat, so he's trying to redeem himself here in the bottom of the second. Runner at first, that's Martin Knowledge. This one's going to be popped up, and this could be trouble. It's going to be down to the gap. This will go for extra bases, and another run scored with 2 outs in the inning for the Indians, and that's going to be a Davis Ford double, and the Indians now lead it 3-1. Second time today, the Indians have come up with a clutch 2-out double to score a run there. Verdung with his first hit of the game here in Game 2. That double being brought to you by Davis Ford. If you're looking for your next vehicle, new or used, stop by 904 West Main Street here in Fulton, or visit davisfordsales.com. Tab and the rest of the crew would love to see you come by and do a little business with them out there at Davis Ford.
Yeah, you know, Verdung had a double and a single in the first game with 3 RBIs, and you know that shows why he was tied for 6th in the MACCC with a 444 batting average, and he's also got 9 doubles, tied for 4th in the MACCC with that, and he just got another double to add to it. So he got one in the first game.
Just rolling up those stats here in this series against Co-Lin. That first pitch to Davis fouled out of play for strike 1. 0-1 is the count here to the catcher Riley. He singled, scored a run in the bottom of the first inning. Listen to that pitch, and that was right down the heart of the plate there. And that's 0-2 now is the count. So no balls, 2 strikes. Runner on second. There is 2 outs here in the inning. ICC's already plated 1. Parker taking a lot of time there, and Davis will step out and reset here.
Looks like Adam, Kentucky beat Ole Miss earlier today 9-2.
Wow.
And you're Irish, as of right now, fouled that one off, are tied 0-0 in the bottom of the first. As you got the number 16 Irish facing the number 5 Florida State, I think they're 0-0.
Yeah, we got a tough series this week, and we kind of limped into that series, so hopefully can get something going there.
State fans, they don't play Arkansas until tonight, and they got beat pretty good last night.
That pitch inside for a ball.
I think Co-Lin thought they had that when they were walking towards the dugout. Especially Parker out there. He thought he had it, but didn't.
I think the umpire kind of called a hard ball, kind of like a ball instead of a silent ball. And swinging and a miss for strike 3. Nice job coming back to find the strike out there to end the inning. But the Indians do lead it 3-1 after 2 innings. We'll take a break, hear a few more words from our sponsors, and be back with more right after this here on the ICC Sports Network.
Hey Indian fans, I'm Ricky Murphy, real estate agent, Tommy Morgan Realtors, and I'm also a proud alumni of the All-American Marching Band. Itawamba Community College was my home for 2 years, and where you decide to make your home will be one of the most important decisions of your life. Whether you're looking to create a plan to buy your first home, or if you're ready today to make a move into your forever home, give me a call or send me a message so we can discuss your next move. And for my family, Roll Tide!
In Searcy, Arkansas, a young man says I love you for the first time, but his girlfriend doesn't quite hear. In Franklin, Tennessee, a boy encounters his first pickle. And in Kyle, Texas, after a mission for tots, cousins realize they're a long way from Kyle, Texas. One day, many people, millions of orders. This is Howie Sonic.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we move now to the top of the 3rd inning. Going to be the 4, 5, 6 batters due up here for Co-Lin, Bezot, Spring, and McKenzie. And, of course, when we get to that bottom half of the lineup, that's the one that's caused all the problems for Indians here in Game 2, as McKenzie doubled and scored the only run of the game so far for Co-Lin. So Bezot will start us off here. He was hit by a pitch and was left stranded in the first. As that pitch drifts high for a ball.
Still got a good crowd out here, Adam, with folks still even coming in, rolling in, getting up in the stands as Bezot drives that one to center field. Meeks
can't find it.
Head, yeah.
So this is going to go for at least a double, and it will be a double to start the inning. Second extra base hit of the game here.
He smoked that one. He hit it on the line out there.
Doubles being brought to you by Davis Ford here in Fulton. Remind you to visit DavisFordSales.com to see their inventory. Davis Ford, a proud sponsor of ICC Athletics. So now this will be Spring, who grounded out to the second baseman to end the first inning. At the plate. No outs and a runner at second. Indians got a little bit of a jam there in the previous inning. They only allowed 1 run to score, thanks to a nice diving catch out in left field by Hancock to save a couple of runs. As that pitch up high, it looks like Babin maybe just trying to overthrow a little bit, kind of like he's throwing his own motion out. He's falling towards that first baseline versus through the plate.
Yeah, anytime, of course, it can be a game of littles there, little bitty things and little mechanics that you're working on as he fouls that one off there. But, got to get it back, got to get your mindset back. Sometimes you got to step off the mound and think a little bit, gain your composure, and kind of throw, and so you can get back in there and throw strikes with command.
So runner at second. That pitch goes high, and again, that one kind of tailing off on him. 3-1 now should be the count. It is. So Spring at the plate, and he draws the walk.
Well, right there on close, but there again, like I say, he's He's not calling close today. We've talked about that. We all know it. He doesn't call close.
Well, right now, if you're Co-Lin right now, you see that Babin's struggling a little bit. You may just want to lay back and wait for something you most definitely know you can square up on. And
well, but you get the mound visit here. Riley Davis said, all right, look. And I like it when he does that. Let me call time here. Let me go out there and talk to my boy. Let's have a little conversation. We'll try to calm him down. That's probably what he's having out there because Indians don't have anybody up in the bullpen. Babin's not throwing terrible, by any stretch of the imagination. But you're in a situation here, Co-Lin, you got the first two batters on, no outs here, runners at first and second.
And this is going to be a bunt, beautifully executed, only one play, and it's to first. 5-4 on the put out of that sacrifice bunt. That sacrifice bunt being brought to you by the ICC Baptist Student Union. Follow them on Twitter at ICC at BSU. They meet Monday nights at 7:07. So runners advance on that sacrifice bunt, and now this is going to be Walker coming to the plate. Walker looks at that pitch, missing low for a ball.
Yeah, you got runners here now at second and third, so base hit, scores one run, potentially two, just depends on where it gets down and if it's a gap shot or anything like that. You do have the corners in right here in the infield.
That pitch goes high and outside for a ball. Walker singled, advanced on a wild pitch, but was left stranded at third back in the second inning. And that pitch missing. Well, Babin right now struggling to find the zone. Looks like ICC might start to send someone down to the bullpen here. This one fouled.
Way early, way out in front of that. So far out in front of it, he caught the end of the bat, but it went the other direction. I mean, he barely got a piece of it, but it was the end of the bat just swinging through it. So, dang, he was early. But good strike there. Hopefully Babin can battle back now. And he does. Fouls it back to us here.
Yeah, that one off the net. And so that'll be the second strike here. So Babin would love to find a Renaissance Bank strikeout to see if he can get the second out of the inning. It was a leadoff double by Bezot, then a walk to Spring, a sacrifice bunt to perfection by McKenzie. And that's going to score one, maybe two. They're going to ask him to score.
He's going to hold up.
Nope, they're going to hold him there, and it'll be a 3-2 contest now. Walker with his second hit.
Yeah, good piece of hitting, line shot, just turned on there over the second baseman's head, basically, and kind of on that right side over there. Good piece of hitting, first and third situation here for the Wolves with only one out, and got Muse up.
Muse also had an RBI single in his last attempt. He advanced on a wild pitch, but was left stranded at second. So a chance to tie the ball game here with a base hit.
He's showing a bunt.
Babin threw that one right down the middle for a strike. So with one out, runners on the corners here for the Wolves. ICC leading this one 3-2.
He leaves early. They're going to draw the throw.
And the throw was a little bit too high. Couldn't get the tag down. And so that'll be a stolen base there for Walker.
So that moves a runner in scoring position. Another one, so now you got second and third.
Swing and a miss. Nice job there, taking a little bit off that one. And now the count goes 1-2 here against Muse.
Yeah, good off-speed pitch there out in front.
This one right up the middle. Only one play, and it's to first, and we've got a tie ball game.
Yeah, scored a run, Got to get the out there at first, though. That's the only play. Now you got 2 outs. Runner at third. Number 9 man coming up in Womack.
Second RBI of the day for Muse. 2 outs now, and Womack, who popped up to second in his first at bat, that was back in the second inning, will dig in and takes that pitch for a ball. Well, as you said, Brad, these corners are tight, but they're tight for both teams, and at the end of the day, that's all you can ask. Ground ball, Martin Nolich. Throw across the way, and that will do it, but a nice job there rallying in the top of the inning to tie it at 3. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this here on the ICC Sports Network.
In Searcy, Arkansas, a young man says I love you for the first time, but his girlfriend doesn't quite hear. In Franklin, Tennessee, a boy encounters his first pickle. And in Kyle, Texas, after a mission for tots, cousins realize they're a long way from Kyle, Texas. One day, many people, millions of orders. This is Howie Sonic.
Age-related macular degeneration is the leading cause of severe vision loss in adults over the age of 50. Symptoms are gradual loss to see objects clearly. Objects appear distorted in shape. Dark or empty areas appear in the center of your vision. In a comprehensive eye exam, your optometrist will perform a variety of tests to determine if you have macular degeneration. For questions or concerns, call Cagle Eye Center in Fulton at 862-EYES, providing professional comprehensive eye care to the people of Itawamba County and the surrounding areas. Cagle Eye Center.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 3-3 is the score after 2 runs in the top half of the third for ICC. To be Bryce Capobianco, Connor Gardner, and Terrace Meeks due up here in the home half of the third. Indians won the first game of the day 16-4 in 5 innings. And Brad, this one taking on a much different look. And give me your thoughts so far here on game 2.
Well, right now, the Indians have put together some hits. I think it was kind of unfortunate there in that first inning, when you had Martin Nolich reach on the hit by pitch, and then that little line out situation there to shortstop that got the double play, because then the Indians followed that up, with some hits, and would have gone in more, driven in more. Babin, kind of been had a decent first inning, but he's thrown a lot of pitches so far. So as Bryce turns on that one, and Bryce had a single the last one. So it's going to be interesting to see how we go forward here. If Coach Collier has to go to the bullpen earlier than expected, I know he doesn't want to do that. So it's going to be interesting to see if he has to pull the trigger on that.
That in-game recap being brought to you by Sam Ferris and all the fine folks out at Sam's Town Market. As this pitch on its way, and it's a grounder, second baseman should have this one without an issue. He will, and we'll throw over in time, 4-3 on the putout of Capobianco, one of the few times he's been retired today. But to finish that thought, Sam Ferris and the rest of the crew at Sam's Town Market, a proud sponsor of ICC Athletics. They have some of the best meat and produce around the Northeast Mississippi area, along with a wide variety of specialty items. Stop by, see them at 3325 North Highway 371, or as I like to say, right there in the heart of Manatee. As that pitch slides in there for a strike to Gardner.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you, folks, if you've never been to Sam's Town Market, you need to go. They'll work with you in any particular fashion. They've got everything. Connor Gardner turns on that and lines it. Going to be a base hit single. But Sam and those guys out there and gals, they do a great job. Hey, Adam, they'll cut your meat for you. You tell them how you want some of them good steaks.
Yes.
They'll get them out there. Good stuff out there at Sam's Town.
To be honest with you, a lot of times I'll text Sam before I head out there, because by the time I drive from Fulton to Manatee, they've got it cut, bagged up, and ready to go for me.
Already ready. And then you also, when you go now, you better grab you some of them jalapeno poppers.
I was going to ask you, get the stuffed mushrooms or the jalapeno poppers?
I love both, but I want the jalapeno poppers.
There's going to be back-to-back hits there, and the Indians starting to find some bats here, and maybe we just need to keep talking about Sam's Town Market for the ICC fans.
Sam's helping us out here and putting that, but great place to go. I do recommend that, especially. But he's got more than stuff to grill him out now. He's expanded that place out, and I mean, you can get you some produce out there, got some frozen goods. So good place.
And I'm a sauce guy. I don't know if you are, but he's got a lot of variety of sauces out there, and some that's hard to find, and some that if you're willing to try, it turn out to be pretty good.
Very good.
So this is Ware at the plate, swings on the first pitch he sees, and it's going to get through the wickets.
Another whoopsie, and it's going to score a run.
And the Indians will get the run, does he?
Yep.
No, he does
not. He dropped the ball. Yeah, he called him safe.
Now he's going to call him safe.
I'm sorry.
No, you're good. Let's go back and look at that one on the Little Caesars instant replay.
Well, he just didn't see it. It was out of his sight, the umpire, but when he saw the ball over there, he did go back and call him safe, and he was. Now, had he caught the ball cleanly, very well could have been out, and I agree there, but just dropped the ball. So good, aggressive base running there by the Indians. I like that move by Coach Collier. I like being aggressive on the base paths, so it produced an RBI for Blaine Ware.
And so now this will bring Hancock to the plate. Lists that pitch for a ball. So Ware just muscled that one right through the legs of the third baseman. I call it an error on the play.
That's what I do too, E5.
Oh, beautiful breaking pitch. Got to get a citation on that one. It had so much turn without using a blinker there. Is that one in for a strike on Hancock?
So we've got runners at first and second.
That one just missing outside for a ball. And again, that's been that strike zone today. You can't tickle the paint. You got to get it over the paint.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And again, calling it both sides that way. There's not one or the other. It's just if you're pitching out there, where it's going to have to be. It's going to have to be over the plate.
This one popped up. Center fielder will have to run in and will squeeze it for the out. That'll be out number 2. Runners unable to advance on that pop-up. And now to be Drew Capobianco, who struck out looking in his only plate appearance today.
Yeah, he had some speed at second with Meeks, but still it was too shallow of a fly ball in center to even test the arm and tag up. So no way that was going to happen, even with the speed of Meeks. So that kept your runners at bay there, first and second. As you mentioned, now 2 outs puts it in a different situation for Drew Capobianco. But now that's going to
ball in the dirt, and that will allow the runners to advance. We'll call that a pass ball that time. So that's one that should have been.
Yeah, that one should have been blocked up or handled right there by the catcher. And just bounced out far enough that it was able to push Blaine Ware and Meeks up. So now you kind of got a different situation here if you drew potentially the potential 2 runs if you can drop one down out there in the outfield, potential.
And that one well outside. Good job that time by Mohead, or excuse me, who's catching this game? Muse to pop out and find that one before he gets away and allows another run to score. That one in there for a strike. ICC leaves bases loaded in the top of the 5th inning. In game 2 at Co-Lin, it's still scoreless 0-0.
Got a battle.
Drew rips one right back up the middle, and this is going to score 2.
Yeah, going to bring Blaine around. It's a 2 RBI single there for Drew Capobianco, redeeming himself for the K in the first inning. In his last at bat. My apologies. And that's a 2 RBI single.
And man, Coach Collier's got to be happy. The Indians producing runs with 2 outs today, and that's always big. As we're going to have a trip to the mound here, as they're going to talk to their pitcher. But continue on that thought. That's a team like when you can come up with clutch 2-out hits, but not only clutch 2-out hits that scores runs is big and really gives you a boost of confidence, and that's what the Indians are looking for as they head down this final stretch of the regular season.
Yeah, and we talked about at the beginning of the season, clutch hitting, they'd get the runners on, but it wasn't driving them in or getting some of that good clutch 2-out hitting. Today, different story, and the Indians are definitely putting together some hits and that clutch hitting, driving runners in. Again, 2-out hitting, all of that. So different offensive approach. I don't know. I couldn't tell you if it's just specifically because of the change-up in the lineup, but sometimes that helps, Adam.
Mm-hmm. And now Martin Knowledge at the plate with a runner at first and 2 outs. That pitch outside, and a good job by Muse getting out there and finding that one. Ball 1.
Yeah, and if I'm Co-Lin, you want to – I mean, Martin Knowledge isn't an easy out, but dadgum, you sure don't want Verdung up right now. You know, about caught Drew sleeping over there, but they didn't. But you don't want Verdung up right now with the 2 games so far he's had. So, you know, and it doesn't get any better from there, to be honest with you. So, again, just –
there's a jam shot. Pitcher finds it, throws over in time for the out. Nice job there digging down in the dirt and finding that one by Parker. But the Indians do tack on 3 more runs. They lead it 6-3 after 3 complete. We'll be back with more right after this here on the ICC Sports Network.
Who put this over the front door?
Bobby.
Oh, come on. It was just a joke.
Maybe so, Bobby, but you know what isn't a joke? Small business loans from Renaissance Bank. Renaissance offers a variety of loan programs, which you would already know if you spent less time pranking and more time banking.
You know, I could use a little cash to start my own small business.
I'd say you're liquid enough already.
Want to make a good living? Come learn a skill at Max Home. Upholstery trainees start at $15.50 an hour. Our upholsterers average $23 an hour and can make above $28 an hour on production. We're also offering a $500 sign-on bonus to experienced upholsterers. Max Home is hiring for all positions and is willing to train quality people. Max Home makes all their custom-built products in the USA. Join the best, train with the best, be the best. Max Home, Bolton, Mississippi, and Max Home, Sulligent, Alabama.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we get set to start the top of the 3rd inning. Top of the lineup due up here for
number 10, Tom Biggs.
Co-Lin. It'll be Biggs, Mohead, and Boone scheduled up. As Babin's still on the hill here for the Indians, and that one missing for a ball.
Yeah, if you're Babin, you got to know, you got to be happy with what your offense is doing for you. Ooh,
this one lifted here, and it's out. Yep. Well, the right fielder just saw that one and knew it, as he just took 2 steps and just watched it go, and a big-time hit there for Biggs, a solo home run. That goes for the 7th hit of the game.
Well, Biggs knew it off the bat. I mean, I think we all knew it, everybody here, and so he smoked it. And so, again, Coach Collier's going to the mound.
Yeah, looks like we're going to have a pitching change here. So this call to the bullpen being brought to you by Tommy Morgan, real estate agent, Ricky Murphy. So let's hear from Ricky, and we'll introduce you to our new pitcher when we come back right after this.
Hey, Indian fans, I'm Ricky Murphy, real estate agent, Tommy Morgan Realtors, and I'm also a proud alumni of the All-American Marching Band. Itawamba Community College was my home for 2 years, and where you decide to make your home will be one of the most important decisions of your life. Whether you're looking to create a plan to buy your first home, or if you're ready today to make a move into your forever home, give me a call or send me a message so we can discuss your next move. And from my family, Roll Tide!
This is you, right? Like, you're like, bacon, bacon, bacon.
Well, this is you.
I love bacon. Sonic bacon on bacon, quarter-pound double cheeseburger. Okay, you got me.
I need a double stuffed Oreo blast, guys.
You got it.
Gonna need a double stuffed Oreo waffle cone, too.
Coming right up.
Order up. Sonic double stuffed Oreo waffle cone and blast.
One hot and ready classic. We actually changed it with...
What? You've changed, Little Caesars. You've changed!
They've changed, Balloon Bro.
You've changed, Karate Man. How can you dance during a time like this? You've changed. Ah! Tell me why.
It tastes even better because we added 33% more pepperoni.
Give me one of those.
Walk in and walk out with the new Hot and Ready Classic with 33% more pepperoni.
Pizza.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we new pitcher in the game. This call to the bullpen being brought to you by Tommy Morgan real estate agent Ricky Murphy, reminding ICC fans and you Co-Lin fans as well, if you're looking to move to the Northeast Mississippi area, give him a call at 662-321-9824. That's 662-321-9824 if you're ready to make your move to your next home or maybe even sell your current home. That's Tommy Morgan real estate agent Ricky Murphy. Brad, you got our new pitcher, and let's talk about him and some of those Sonic stats.
Yeah, Jonathan Whittington coming in. J-Dub, kind of a utility player. We've used him in several different positions here at Etowah at his time here as he throws a strike right there. You got a 1-1 count. His second appearance. We saw him last weekend, I think. And so his second appearance, as I mentioned, Coach Collier's had some beat-up arms. That's another ball there. So one appearance on the year, 1 inning pitched, 1 base on ball, 1 K. That's basically it because he's only thrown once, and that was in a relief fashion, so middle reliever. So J-Dub's he's out of Columbus, New Hope High School.
So that pitch fouled off, and that one goes for a strike. Those stats being brought to you by the Sonic here in Fulton. They remind you can get happy hour prices for drinks all the time when you order on the Sonic app. Melissa Dunn and all the great folks out there at Sonic, a proud supporter of ICC Athletics. I tell you what, they've done a good job. Not very many businesses have been able to see an increase in revenue over the past few years. Well, they were rewarded, and I saw one the other day, she posted on Facebook, they were awarded a 25% increase of revenue during COVID. So kudos to them and all the hard work that went into that.
Absolutely.
As that pitch missing for a ball, and we're going to continue to talk about that for a minute because, think about it, short-staffed, weird hours. I hate to say weird hours, but, it was weird hours whenever you can work whenever you could, and that says a lot for the Sonic in Fulton as this one lifted. Center fielder should be able to get underneath this one without an issue, and he does for out number 1. But, kudos to Melissa Dunn and all those kids out there at Sonic in Fulton.
Yeah, it is. Proud to have Sonic around here and always have, and been a loyal supporter of the college and ICC Athletics. And so we appreciate that. And go ahead and get you one of those slushes or milkshake. Or
if you had to pick between a slush and a milkshake, what would you get and what flavor?
Well, what's that other thing that they serve that I like? It's not a...
That's right. You're a healthy guy.
No, well, I am.
Yeah.
But what's that thing they serve? It's got
water.
No, fella. Well, yeah, they do have water. Hey, they do have Sonic Ice.
That's true. Oh man, you can't beat that.
But it's not a blizzard, but it's the opposite.
It's a mixture of the ice cream and
candy bar or something that you put. Yeah,
Blast.
Thank you, Sonic.
Yes,
that's what I'd pick.
Yes.
I'm a Blast guy.
Oreo.
Yes, I love it.
This one fouled out of play is making each other hungry here. But
what'd you pick there?
My go-to drink is either cranberry limeade, or if I go slush, I go half cherry, half grape slush.
Look at you.
So
this is kind of wild.
I'm a little weird.
I like that.
This pitch popped up. Second baseman going to go back and will make the play for out number 2. Nice job by J-Dub to come in and get 2 quick outs here. As Boone retired on the pop-up to second, now this would be Bezot coming to the plate.
Yeah, Bezot had a double his last at bat, Adam, as you know, and kind of scorched that one out there. So good to not have anybody on base here, and hopefully J-Dub can continue to tame the Co-Lin bats.
Breaking pitch, hit hard, ground ball, second baseman finds it. Will zip it over. A little bit of a stretch by the first baseman, but drills it in for the out. 6-4 after that solo home run by Biggs. ICC will send the 2, 3, 4 batters to the plate when we come back. Let's hear from Sonic and be back with more right after this.
In Searcy, Arkansas, a young man says I love you for the first time, but his girlfriend doesn't quite hear. In Franklin, Tennessee, a boy encounters his first pickle. And in Kyle, Texas, after a mission for tots, cousins realize they're a long way from Kyle, Texas. One day, many people, millions of orders. This is how we Sonic.
Age-related macular degeneration is the leading cause of severe vision loss in adults over the age of 50. Symptoms are gradual loss to see objects clearly. Objects appear distorted in shape. Darker empty areas appear in the center of your vision. In a comprehensive eye exam, your optometrist will perform a variety of tests to determine if you have macular degeneration. For questions or concerns, call Cagle Eye Center in Fulton at 862-EYES, providing professional comprehensive eye care to the people of Itawamba County and the surrounding areas. CagleEyeCenter.com.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as ICC leading this one 6-4. So we're heading to the bottom of the fourth inning. It'll be Verdon Davis and Bryce Capobianco due up for the Indians. Checking in on softball. They're in the bottom of the fifth inning, still scoreless. They're in game 2. WrestleMania weekend.
Number 16,
WrestleMania.
Going on in Dallas this weekend. My buddy Speck, his daughter is in a dance competition in Atlanta, and he is trying his darndest to talk me into jumping in the vehicle with him when he comes back tonight after midnight and driving out to Dallas to catch day 2 of WrestleMania. But I will tell you this right now, he will be making that trip without Gore. Fly ball out to right field. The right fielder will squeeze it for out number 1.
A lot of folks will be, I'm sure, in tune tonight to see the Final Four matchup of North Carolina Duke and see if Coach K can keep his final season alive. You know, North Carolina got him that last regular season game at home, and or that final home game of Coach K's career, and so it'll be interesting to see how that turns out. I know a lot of folks are going to be rooting for the Blue Devils and Coach K.
This is Davis at the plate, takes that first pitch high for a ball. I believe this is the 100th meeting for Coach K and North Carolina. You know, you love to see the guy go out with a national championship. That is
storied career.
Yeah.
I mean, it really is, and a class act guy.
So that pitch inside corner for a strike. I remember whenever Coach Cutcliffe left Ole Miss, he was quarterback coach at Notre Dame until just unfortunate health situation had to move him out of that situation. And I was friends with Coach Cut and went back in my TV days working at Ole Miss, and you know, he called me. He's like, "Hey, anytime you want to come up to a Duke game, let me know, and you know, I'll do what I can." And I was like, "Well, what about?" And he didn't even let me finish the sentence. He's like, "Don't even ask me about basketball." So it's one of the toughest tickets in all of sports to get out there.
Kind of like a Kentucky Wildcats basketball home game. To get some of those, it's tough. Got 2 strikes here on Riley.
Ground ball, shortstop, backhands it, throws it over, and gets him by a step. And that'll be out number 2.
In our other Final Four matchup, currently the Kansas Jayhawks are leading Villanova 38-24. So,
see, here's my thing on Nova. I'll pick them to make it to the Final Four. They'll get beat in the second round. I don't pick them, and they make it all the way to the Final Four.
I guess you're trying to say your bracket got busted this year.
My bracket was busted a long time ago. I had Gonzaga winning it all and Arizona playing them in the national championship, and neither one of them even made it that far.
Bryce takes strike 1 there on the outside part of the plate.
Yeah, I entered that Blue Delta March Madness, and that pitch across for a strike as well. And yeah, last I checked, because I didn't check it after, I think there was over 10,000 applicants. I was right around 743. I probably fell closer to that 10,000 mark after my bracket got busted. This one foul back.
Let's see, is it is today the last day of spring training?
I think so. I think they get fired up next week.
And it's getting close.
Of course, you know, they lost a couple of weeks. Is that pitch missing outside for a ball? It brings up the good question here. What is the best sports month, April or October?
I know what mine is.
All right, go ahead.
Between those, I'm going October.
So you're going with the baseball, football. See, I go with April because you got the Masters.
Oh, no, I do love the Masters.
You've got, of course, a lot of people argue with me and say WrestleMania, that's not a sport. But That pitch missing high and outside, but you've got the final 4 as well.
Yeah.
So count goes full here, 3-2 to Bryce Capobianco.
But now, I say all that to say this too, Gore. I'm a fall. I mean, I love summer and I love the baseball atmosphere, but something about the fall is that one's well outside. Bryce got a base on balls here. But just something about that fall atmosphere. You get to October, of course, then you get into the Halloween fall season. You got your football, that good football going on.
Because you're starting to get in the heart of for those of you that play in a conference football season.
It's great to me. But now I can see your argument on it.
I'm saying April, September, always a fun time. Those 2 months of the year.
I agree with you. Now it's both of those are good months.
Now this will be Gardner at the plate here for the Indians. He's 2 for 2 on the day. Had an RBI double, a single, and a run scored here in Game 2. Let me ask you this, and a lot of people think it's a little bit of a crazy question, but is this a strike there on the breaking pitch? Do you enjoy the World Series, or do you like the playoffs building up to the World Series better?
That's tough. In MLB, the play. Do you know what? I'm sorry. I'm going to answer your question again.
Yep.
Connor just got hit. Guess what?
Is that every player?
That's every player in the lineup now has been hit today.
By a pitch today.
Going back.
Sure enough, is.
I'm telling you, we're next.
I'm telling you.
Just wait. We're next. But to answer your question, I guess I would have to go with the playoffs leading up to it. A lot of excitement. Now you have that play-in game.
Yep.
As well as leading into the wild card series and all that. It's fun. It really is. Now the World Series is exciting, but I'm with you. I like the playoffs.
And Meeks swings on the first pitch he sees, and it's going to drop for a base hit. They're going to ask the run to score from second. The throw will be cut off, and the Indians will take a 7-4 lead.
Yeah, good piece of hitting there by Terrace. Just turned on that first pitch over the third baseman's head, line drive out to left field. So RBI single there for Terrace Meeks. And as you said, Adam, Indians on the board here again in the fourth inning. Been on the board every inning so far.
And here's the thing, another 2-out hit that scores a run for the Indians.
That's exactly right.
So 2-out hitting has been the key today for the Indians as that pitch inside corner for a strike here to Blaine Ware.
Yeah, good breaking pitch right there and a good take there.
I believe also you got the World Cup starting this month. I don't know if that's what that tournament's called. I'm not a big soccer guy.
Yeah,
CJ is.
Yeah, he is. He could tell us the answer to that. I'm sure he's listening, and he could go ahead and I know he listens to us all the time. He could tell us. But
as this is Ware at the plate, he reached on an error, did score a run in his last at-bat. It's also grounded out on a little check swing type situation, 2-3 in his first at bat. 2-1 now is the count here to Ware.
At the top of the third, Notre Dame, Florida State tied at 1 right now, the top of the third. So keeping you updated on your Irish goal. You ought to be happy today. I'm trying to keep you in there.
I'm about to make a change on my television plan that will include the ACC network. So I'll try to start watching some. It's just the oddball thing. I mean, I understand why they don't put the ACC network on in this part of the world, but like, come on, give me I'll trade you the SEC network for the ACC network, and they wouldn't do it.
You basically said a cuss word when you said that around here.
So Ware looks at that pitch outside for a ball. 6th inning in softball, still no score in Game 2 between ICC and Co-Lin. Now, like I said, I do enjoy the SEC. It's clearly the strongest conference from top to bottom in the country.
Yeah, I mean, we're from the South here, and we do. SEC is a very strong conference. As Blaine fouls that one off, jammed him.
I kind of call myself a misplaced Midwesterner.
But I knew you're a huge Irish fan. Nothing against that at all,
unless you're Larry Boggs,
yeah.
Which I text him all the time, thinking I'm texting you.
Well, you do.
I'm
did that today.
I'm deleting Larry from my phone.
Yeah, did that today. I was supposed to bring you a water, and you texted Larry, and that's the reason why I walked up here and Gore looked at me like, why didn't you bring me my water?
I see how you are. So as this pitch popped up on a curveball, shortstop calling everyone off. ICC will make the loops around the bases, but that will end it. But the Indians do get another run on the board as they lead it 7-4. We'll take a break and be back with more as we move to the top of the 5th inning here on the ICC Sports Network.
Coach gave starting quarterback to someone else.
Say, kid, you know what I do when I'm really feeling down? I think about Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking. With mobile phone protection and 24/7 roadside assistance, it should be in your starting lineup, just like my favorite quarterback. Now, come on, let's see that arm.
Who wants pie?
They say Diet Coke is a mom's drink. Well, you copied her jeans, her spin, her shoes, her scrunchie, and whether you realize it or not, her music. Now, copy her drink. Drink what your mama gave you.
Hey, honey, could you help me with this? Today tastes like staying in. And it never tasted this good.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head to the top of the 5th inning. ICC leading this one 7-4. Trying to get the sweep of Co-Lin, which would go a long way in trying to make that chase for the playoffs. We entered the weekend with ICC, Jones, and Co-Lin all tied for that number 9 spot. ICC got the win in game 1, 16-4 in 5 innings. And the last I checked, it was Jones trailing Northwest, as this is a big swing, and it's going to be back, and it's going to be off the wall, so that will go for extra bases, and
a triple.
That's going to be a triple because he never checked up there.
Stand up triple.
And a big-time hit there for Spring.
Yeah, he turned on that one and smoked it in the gap right at the 365 indention out there, between center and right center. So he turned on that pitch and was off to the races there all along and never checked up, as you said, Adam, and stand-up triple. So kudos to Spring on that one.
That pitch in there for a strike. So it's a triple to start the 5th. It was a solo home run to start the 4th, and a double to start the 3rd and 2nd innings. So extra bases all the way around, and that one's going to drop for a hit, and we'll score a run.
That was a good piece of hitting there by McKenzie because it was an inside pitch, and he got the barrel of the bat out there far enough and drove it over to right field. So a great job of hitting. Wasn't trying to do anything fancy with it. Just drove in the run. Still no outs. Runner at first, and they scored a run here. So now you got a 7-5.
Yeah, you got a red-hot batter coming here with Walker. He's got a couple of singles, an RBI, and a stolen base in this game, and was looking to tie the ball game up with that swing, but misses for strike 1. Yeah, 7-5 is the score here in the top of the 5th.
Yeah, Indians got to keep battling here. They're doing a good job. Coach Collier, I know, probably went to the bullpen a little earlier than he had hoped, but that's part of it. That happens at times, and so far J-Dubs tried to keep us in it.
That pitch in the dirt blocked up nicely there by Davis. Runner not able to advance as that one goes for a ball. Indians do have someone getting loose in the bullpen again here. And beautiful breaking pitch came right back in on the batter. Swing and a miss. As I believe the count goes 2-2 here to Walker. So Walker going to have to protect the plate. No outs. Time taken here by the batter.
Yeah, we're at the time of day. The sun's kind of, you get the shadows here on the field, Adam.
A breaking pitch nearly hit him. Goes for a ball again. That can cause some problems. Again, we've seen some problems out in left field today. Now that the sun's setting, anything that's high and kind of at a line drive out in right field could cause some problems for the right side of the field. Pitch coming to Walker, and that one's in the dirt.
Yeah, good job by Riley there to continue to keep the ball in front, as you were saying there, full count.
So count goes full here to Walker. Payoff pitch coming. Runner goes, and it's going to be hit out to center field. Center fielder will not be able to get to it. That'll drop for a single. Third straight hit for the Wolves, and third hit of the day for Walker.
Yeah, they're, doing a better, and Coach Collier's coming to the mound, but they're doing a better job putting the bat on the ball this second game. Kind of like you said, what bled their hitting that started in the latter half or latter portion of the first game has now bled over into this game too for the Wolves.
Looks like we'll have a call to the bullpen. Let's hear from our sponsor for the bullpen calls this year. And that's going to be Tommy Morgan real estate agent Ricky Murphy. Back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
Hey Indian fans, I'm Ricky Murphy, real estate agent, Tommy Morgan Realtors, and I'm also a proud alumni of the All-American Marching Band. Itawamba Community College was my home for 2 years, and where you decide to make your home will be one of the most important decisions of your life. Whether you're looking to create a plan to buy your first home, or if you're ready today to make a move into your forever home, give me a call or send me a message so we can discuss your next move. And for my family, roll Trav!
Age-related macular degeneration is the leading cause of severe vision loss in adults over the age of 50. Symptoms are gradual loss to see objects clearly. Objects appear distorted in shape. Darker empty areas appear in the center of your vision. In a comprehensive eye exam, your optometrist will perform a variety of tests to determine if you have macular degeneration. For questions or concerns, call Cagle Eye Center in Fulton at 862-EYES, providing professional comprehensive eye care to the people of Itawamba County and the surrounding areas. Cagle Eye Center.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Still no official call to the bullpen here as
here it comes.
Coach Collier will head back to the dugout as I think the infield umpire kind of assumed that he was going to the bullpen there, kind of like we did, and went ahead and give the signal to the bullpen to come out, but Coach Collier wasn't wanting to do that, and they had a civilized conversation.
I'm not certain I really understand.
So basically what they were doing was, that would be called a stall tactic to help Verdun get over and try to get loose.
Well, that's what I thought, but now
but he didn't have to make the call to the bullpen because that was the first visit to the mound by the coach.
Right, but still, I don't know how they were able to keep it stalled that long. Well, and I know the home plate umpire finally went out there, but I mean, he kept it stalled for a long time just to let Verdun go to the bullpen and throw.
Yeah.
And surprisingly, I didn't know they let it.
Well, that's 20 years of coaching by Rick. That's all that was.
Yeah.
One of those situations where he probably got back to the bullpen and teaching the assistant coach. Now, that's how you buy some extra time.
We got the runners in on the corners here. I mean, excuse me, the defense in on the corners. My apologies, first and third.
As J-Dub still on the hill here for the Indians. 7-5 is your score. No outs in the inning. Runners at first and second here for Co-Lin, game 2. Shows bunt, pops it up, and there's one. Can they get 2? Oh, just off the glove. And the runner's now going to try to go to third. Not going to try to get the throw. Tough break there.
So it's the same as a sacrifice bunt, basically.
Yeah, I was going to say, turn around and work that way. The only problem is they advance on the error in that situation. So, yeah, it does still work as the sacrifice bunt. And tough break there for the Indians, as that was should have been a Little Caesars double play. But now Co-Lin, they basically executed what they were trying to with that sacrifice bunt.
Yeah, runners at second and third now, only one out in the inning. So that brings up Muse. No,
this should be Womack. Yeah, Colton Womack, as Muse was the one that popped up there.
Okay.
Womack fouls this one off. So it was Spring starting the inning with the triple. McKenzie singled and drove in a run. Walker singled. And then you had the pop-up on the sacrifice bunt. And then both runners were able to advance on the error on the throw back to second.
I missed the single there by Walker.
Is that pitch missing for a ball? First baseman in on the grass. Third just a few steps away. Breaking pitch, and that one in there for a strike. Nice job by J-Dub to come back and find the zone, even if the count now at 2-2.
Yeah, you hope J-Dub continues to battle out there. A K right here would be huge for the Indians.
This one fouled back and out of play. We'll stay at 2-2. We're in the bottom of the sixth. No outs. Runner on first for Co-Lin. Still scoreless there in softball in game 2. And the pitch from J-Dub. Grounder, second baseman. He's going to come home with it. Got him!
Wow. That's a
gutsy play.
That's what I was going to say. That's a risky, gutsy play. It worked. Do you coach it that way? Normally, no. You coach it to get the out at first. Take the out, you lose the run. But gutsy, risky play, I like it. Drew Campabianco saved a run right there. Now 2 outs in the inning. So it changed. Game changer right there.
Runners on the corner. Breaking pitch.
That's going to be the third out.
Routine ground ball over to first. And how big is that play now after Biggs is retired on one pitch? 7-5, ICC with the lead as we'll head to the bottom of the fifth. We'll be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small town dealership, small town prices.
Batman can fight crime, but only you can bring home the Batman calzone from Little Caesars with pizza and calzone crust. So you tell us, who's the real hero? Walk in and walk out with the Batman calzone and see the Batman in theaters March 4th.
Pizza, pizza. You hear it, bacon? That sizzle?
Dude, whatever food does that. Applauds itself
There's no
on the
other
way
food
out.
that claps for itself. Sonic bacon on bacon, quarter-pound double cheeseburger. I've never thought about this before.
And welcome back to action, ladies and gentlemen, as we head now to the bottom of the fifth inning. ICC with a 7-5 lead here over Co-Lin. Adam Gore, Brad Boggs bringing this action up top. You got Lee Adams, Raphael Henry down low. Raphael shooting some highlights of today's game. Lee Adams shooting photos. You can see those at ICCimages.com. That's ICCimages.com. Digital downloads available for $1. You can not only see photos from today's games, but games and other events at ICC dating all the way back to 2010.
That's a bargain.
It is.
And good photos at that. So, shoot.
Can't beat it.
I mean, you can't.
And swing on the first pitch he sees, and that's going to be down, and it's going to be for extra bases. Nice job there by Hancock, and he will have a stand-up double to start the inning.
Yeah, bats have been big today, continue to get hits, and put the ball in play for the Indians. And again, top to bottom, we're putting the ball in play. The bats are aligned. And so better job of hitting today by the Indians. And Hancock just slapped that one to left field over there because he's a left-handed hitter. And it went basically almost down in there to the corner in left field and was able to get a stand-up double out of it. Now you got Drew up, who had a 2 RBI single his last at bat.
That double off the bat of Hancock being brought to you by Davis Ford here in Fulton, sponsor of all of our doubles this season. And as you mentioned, Drew Capobianco at the plate, drove in a couple of runs in his last at bat, shows bunt. And it's a good one here. Going to have to hurry and gets him just in time. Well, ICC fans are not going to like that call, but it was the correct call there as he got him just in a step. And that was a tough play for the pitcher because he went right, the ball went left on the bunt, and nearly went for a bunt single.
Yeah, great bunt. I mean, he laid it down perfect. I mean, there's, as you get the mound visit here from Co-Lin, but he laid it down perfect and great call. Now you have 1 out and a runner at third, so opportunity here with the top of the lineup coming back up with Martin Knowledge to drive in Eli Hancock.
So they'll give the slow stroll to the mound here to try to break it up. And as always, when the home plate umpire gets about a step away from the dirt, they break it up. And I'm a home plate umpire. I'm just like, really, guys, come on. You saw me coming.
But I'm going to tell you this. I don't know how he did, but Collier had more time out there before the home plate umpire strolled up there.
That was like 4 or 5 mound business at once. No doubt about that.
That's the reason why I got so confused on the last one. But anyway, it happened. And so Parker stays in, and you got a runner at third.
This is Martin Knowledge at the plate now here for the Indians. ICC would love to push across this run here. Ground ball to the right side. They're going to look him back to third. And then just the throw over as the infield was in that time. And that's why you pull him in, and that's how it's drawn up right there. 4-3 on the putout for out number 2.
Yeah, inside part of the plate. Kind of jammed him a little bit, but still Martin Knowledge did a great job of making solid contact with it. It was just right at the second baseman. Like you said, Adam, they were in. Had it been over to the right just a little bit, it probably could have gotten through first and second. Been a big hit. So it kept the runner at bay there at third. So you have now
Will Verdon coming to the plate.
Is that 1 out now?
There's 2 outs in the inning.
Yes, right.
And Verdon swings on the first pitch he sees. Could be trouble here. Right fielder's going to have to come over, but does make the play. Well, that one had just enough of a slice to carry it out to the right fielder. And a good job there to settle down and find a way to get out of that inning with no damage done. We've played 5 in Fulton here in Game 2. ICC leads at 7-5. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this here on the ICC Sports Network.
First American offers online and mobile banking features to make your banking experience easy and safe. Activate or deactivate your debit card as needed, attach images to your transactions, apply travel notices to your account, and make person-to-person payments. You can even set up text alerts to guard against unauthorized spending or just to monitor your account balance. The best part is that you can bank anytime, anywhere. At First American National Bank, get that hometown feel the high-tech pay.
Everyone has a unique story to tell. Maybe your story has you performing your new song in front of a crowd, getting to play your favorite sport, or enjoying a horseback ride in the country. At Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our group of skilled surgeons understand your need to continue your story. That is why we are the preferred choice for orthopedic care. Thank you for choosing us. Our story is you. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head now to the top of the 6th inning. It'll be the 2, 3, 4 batters due up here for Co-Lin. It'll be Mohead, Boone, and Bizot scheduled up. Looks like J-Dub still on the hill here for the Indians. Well, ICC left a man stranded in scoring position. First time they have not scored in an inning here in Game 2. That pitch in the dirt for a ball. They're in the 7th inning, top of the 7th, still scoreless in softball.
It may go to extras again.
There is 2 outs in the top of the 7th. Saw in the previous inning, ICC threw the runner out trying to score for Co-Lin to cut down that run to end the inning. So another instant classic there between Co-Lin and ICC in softball. That pitch missing for a ball. I believe 3-0 now is the count here. That's the case for Mohead to be taking the whole way. He is, and takes it for a strike. 3-1 now is the count here to Mohead.
I saw Verdung out there warming up in between innings, so he did get some time in the bullpen. So if J-Dub has to get, because he fouls that one back, he's going to probably be a little better equipped and ready to go this time.
Count goes full now at 3-2 here. Mohead is 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a walk. 3-2 pitch, grounder, left side, going to be trouble here. Jumping throw is not in time.
That's a great play.
Boy, if he throws him out in that sense, go ahead and mark that down as our What a Play Wednesday. The simple fact that that was close was impressive.
That's a great play. Great athletic play right there. Nothing you can do about it. I mean, it's just a great play. Good hit. Hit it in the right spot. And anyway, single right there for Mohead. It's going to bring up Boone, and that's going to bring out Coach Collier.
And Coach Collier will make the slow stroll to the mound here, as that is going to be another leadoff hit here. And
that's going to be it.
I believe that's going to be it for sure here. And so we're going to have a call to the bullpen being brought to you by your Tommy Morgan real estate agent, Ricky Murphy. Let's hear from him and more of our sponsors here on the ICC Sports Network.
Hey Indian fans, I'm Ricky Murphy, real estate agent, Tommy Morgan Realtors, and I'm also a proud alumni of the All-American Marching Band. Itawamba Community College was my home for 2 years, and where you decide to make your home will be one of the most important decisions of your life. Whether you're looking to create a plan to buy your first home, or if you're ready today to make a move into your forever home, give me a call or send me a message so we can discuss your next move. And for my family, roll Tribe!
At the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, we have been working continually through the crisis to meet the needs of our community. Our walk-in clinic is a service that we provide to our patients that want to avoid the wait and exposure of the emergency room. At the walk-in clinic, you can do just that. Walk in with no prior appointment or phone call. We provide specialized treatment for physical injuries like broken bones, sprained wrists and ankles, joint and tendon pain, and sports-related injuries. You can get in, out, and on the road to recovery quicker. The walk-in clinic is equipped on-site with x-ray imaging, casting technicians, durable medical equipment, and injection specialists. Our team is supported by the orthopedic surgeons of the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. Our staff is specially trained in orthopedic-related injuries. We ensure that you will receive the best care for your orthopedic needs. Remember, at the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our story is you.
Coach gave starting quarterback to someone else.
Say, kid, you know what I do when I'm really feeling down? I think about Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking. With mobile phone protection and 24/7 roadside assistance, it should be in your starting lineup, just like my favorite quarterback. Now, come on, let's see that arm.
Who wants pie?
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we do have that call to the bullpen here being brought to you by Tommy Morgan real estate agent Ricky Murphy. If you're ready to make the right call and sell your current home, maybe move into your dream home, give Tommy Morgan real estate agent Ricky Murphy a call at 662-321-9824. That's 662-321-9824. And I know you've got information on our new pitcher along with some Sonic stats there, Brad.
Yeah, that's going to bring up Boone before I get started here with a runner at first. But you got Will Verdung, who's come to the mound, who, as a runner goes, that's going to be hit and run. Runner out.
Nice.
Out at first. So Boone out. Runner safe at second. That moves your runner up to second base there. So
that's a tough play there by Drew Capobianco as he was charging over to cover second, had to go back and run back to his glove side to get the ball, then throw him out for out number 1.
Yeah, big right there. And then, of course, now you got Bizot up. But anyway, Verdung, freshman out of Corinth, on the mound. He has...
Ball gets away, and the runner will head to third on the pass ball.
5 appearances on the year. We've seen him come in he's normally a middle reliever, late reliever kind of guy, safe. But 0 wins, 2 losses, does have a save on the year, 12 2/3 innings pitched, 21 hits given up with 12 runs, 10 base on balls, 14 Ks, 5.58 ERA. That also, Adam, that moves J-Dub to third.
And that pitch goes high there for Verdung, who was at third, as you mentioned. So the runner advances on the pass ball after the ground out on the hit and run situation. So the runner at third right now, and this is going to be fouled back. And the count now goes 2-1. Lights are on here at Crescent Field. And I'm just going to say this, and I'm not saying this just because I'm employed by ICC, but if you've never been to a game at night here at Crescent Field, you're missing one of the probably nicest nighttime atmosphere. It's not a bad daytime atmosphere, but just something about when the lights come on here at Crescent Field, it just makes it a little extra special out here. So if you ever have a chance to come out and watch a night game here, I do strongly encourage you to come support the Indians as the count now goes 3-1.
Yeah, we've got a great staff here at the college that continues to work toward getting us these facilities that are nice. That's a hard shot toward J-Dub.
And it just gets underneath his glove, so that'll go for an extra base hit and score the run.
It's going to be a stand-up single, as you said, with an RBI. I mean, double. Excuse me, stand-up double with an RBI there.
Second double of the day for Bizot, and it's now 7-6.
But our physical plant staff, grounds crew, Tim Center and folks, they, as far as planning and envisioning what the college needs and keeping these facilities in great working order and keeping them updated and having these fine settings like this, do a great job, and we're proud to have that, and it's just something good we're proud of here at Etowama.
That ball on the inside goes for ball 1. Runner at second. 7-6 is the score here. There is 1 out in the inning. Tying run in scoring position here for Co-Lin. So we're in the top of the 6th. This game's scheduled for 7. That pitch missing for ball.
Top of 4, the Irish have gone up 2-1 on your over the Seminoles. So your Irish are up on the Seminoles 2-1, playing at Florida State too. So tough matchup there.
There's a hard hit ball. Shortstop finds it. It's only going to have one play. Throws over in time for the out, and Spring retired there. And I'll tell you what, it's one of those that Mark Knowledge kind of surprised he found the ball after that wicked hop.
Yeah, he hit it kind of on the line, but it was going to take a hop before it got to him. It wasn't as far enough on the line that he could catch it on the line in the air. So it was on that line far enough, and it was just high enough to where he knew it was going to take that hop, and he was able to snag it on that hop. So great play, good job being there. Again, like you said, the only play was at first to get the out.
And here comes a tough out, and McKenzie at the plate takes that first pitch for a strike. He's 2 for 2 on the day with a double, a single, a run scored, an RBI, and he did have a sacrifice bunt in between those 2 hits. And swings the breaking pitch, fouls it off, and held on to there, but that goes for strike 2.
Good pitch right there. Had him out in front. His timing off. So got 2 strikes on him setting up outside.
And this one fouled right back, and we'll stay at 0-2.
Yeah, like you say, McKenzie's got a double and a single on the day, like you said earlier, so might hopefully get him out here.
Yeah, 2 outs in the inning. Tying run is at third here for Co-Lin. There's a shot, and we got a tie ball game.
Yeah, did a good job down there. Just went down with the pitch, took the pitch where it was pitched, and basically just went over the second baseman out there to right field. So excellent job there of hitting by McKenzie, so can't take that away from him. So he gets another RBI on the day and another single.
So he's got 3 hits, 2 RBIs on the day, and now we've got a whole new ball game here. 7-7 is the score. 2 outs in top of the 6th. And a good pitch on the outside corner there, as this is Walker. I'll tell you what, that 6-7-8 combination has got it done today for Co-Lin here in game 2. They are 7 of 8 with a sacrifice bunt and a sacrifice fly in the mix of that. They've driven in 5 runs, have scored only 1, so they're getting it done in that bottom half of the lineup.
Yeah, and like you said, Walker's up here, and that's not an easy out either. This last second game is 3 singles, as you mentioned. So
that one tried to check swing it, but fouled it off. Indians looking for the exit here.
Yeah, need the exit, need to get in there and get the bats cranked up. Of course, as we mentioned, we got some arms down and bullpen issues this year as far as with our injuries. And so kind of have to make shift as that ball gets away from Riley. We call that a pass ball there. And runner is able to advance to second. So you got a runner in scoring position. Should Walker drop this one out, drop one down, drop a single down or something somewhere out in the outfield, it could score a run. So that would put them in the lead, but got to battle if you're Will Verdun here.
So Walker awaits the pitch and lifts this one, and it's going to do just that. They're going to try to throw him out. Their throw is going to be up the line, and it's going to be 8-7 Co-Lin.
Yeah, this throw was off from the get-go coming in from center field. Meeks had a jump on it, came up throwing. Could have been close had it been, more on line there, but it drew Riley up toward the first base side of the infield there. No way to get him out there, and so it another single by Walker. That's 4 singles here in the second game and another RBI.
Yeah, have yourself a day here, DJ Walker.
That's his first RBI, I'm sorry.
No, it's his second.
Oh, is it? I'm
yep,
sorry.
Yep,
okay,
yep. He's got 2 on the day. 4 singles, a stolen base. And so now this is going to be Muse coming to the plate. I'm going to pick off, move to first. Not in time.
Indians do have the bullpen working right now. Someone in the bullpen.
And so Verdun getting set to deliver the pitch here to Muse. He's going to step off and look Walker back. 13 hits here in game 2 for Co-Lin. For ICC, only 9. That pitch missing outside for a ball.
Well, Walker did a good job over there at first, kind of getting in Verdun's head a little bit as the pitcher. He kind of acted like he was going to take off, and Verdun stepped off. Luckily, he didn't balk because he stepped off the back of the rubber. So there he goes.
Runner goes. Throw down is going to be short and hop out into the outfield. So that'll be a stolen base there. And tell you what, the throw was in time, just not enough arm to get it down there.
Yeah, it would have been close had it been able to be fielded cleanly. Been a bang-bang situation. So, like you said, just took a short hop there, and it was hard to bring it down and also make the tag, too, in the process. So, stolen base, you said again. How many? That's his second stolen base?
That's his second stolen base of the game.
Yeah.
Really the only stolen bases today for Co-Lin.
So Walker, like you said, he's having a heck of a game here.
So Muse looks at that one, blocked up nicely there as Walker thought about going to third, but saw the ball was bounced forward versus backwards, so decided to go elsewhere with it. So Muse, who had an RBI single, and also grounded out to drive in a run and had a sacrifice fly. As this one lifted, center fielder starts back. Now we'll have to come up. He can't find it. And the run is going to score again.
Yeah, it took the wrong first step. Easy to say sitting up here in the press box, but as your center fielder out there, you know, the first step was not right on that one. He didn't read it right, and so he didn't want to get burned. So his first step was back, and that ball was going to be shorter than that. So should have been up. He just couldn't read it very well. Of course, you do have some of the shading going on out there as well. Not saying that was a problem, don't know, but anyway, allowed the run to score.
Second hit of the day for Muse, his third RBI. And now this will bring Womack up. We talked about the Indians getting it done with 2 outs in the inning. Big inning here for Co-Lin as they have scored 4 runs in this inning to take a 9-7 lead. Womack reached on a fielder's choice his last time out. Grounded out 6-3 to end the second. And then popped up to second back in the second inning. So Verdon getting set to deliver the pitch. This one fouled straight back. And that'll be a strike. We're in the bottom of the 7th inning. Looks like no outs and a runner on first. Had a big meeting between the coaches and umpires again in this game. We're in the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a miss. Couldn't catch up with the fastball there. And now the count goes 2-2 here to Womack. Indians need to get out of this inning with minimum damage, or I say minimum damage done. Need to stop the bleeding. They've already scored 4. Runner at first. 2-2 pitch. Fouled it off and will stay at 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at first. This one fouled back, and a nice job here by Womack keeping this at-bat going here.
Yeah, doing a good job battling up there as the Indians are kind of struggling a little bit this inning. So he's doing a good job of keeping everything alive.
And swing and a miss for strike 3. Big-time strikeout there, but the damage done. 9-7, Co-Lin with the lead as we'll head to the bottom of the 6th. Back with more right after this here on the ICC Sports Network.
I think I'm gonna be sick.
Oh dear, stay away from the new rug.
The homecoming game is next Friday, and no one has even asked me yet.
Sydney, do you want my advice?
Of course, Kirk.
I'd open up an account with Renaissance Bank. With their Rewards Extra Checking program, you get great discounts from top retailers.
That's gonna help me get a date?
No, but it's gonna help you buy that outfit you really wanted so you can go to that cool new concert instead.
Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small-town dealership, small-town prices.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we move now to the bottom of the 6th inning. Co-Lin puts a 4 spot on the board in the top half of the inning to take a 9-7 lead here in Game 2. ICC won the first game of the day 16-4 in 5 innings. And it's been Cade Parker. He has looked sharp today as he has given up 7 runs, scattered 9 hits so far. It'll be Davis, Bryce, Capobianco, and Gardner scheduled up here for the Indians.
Yeah, they need to get something going here, obviously, but you get your heart of the lineup up right here. And we know we're in the 6th inning, and of course this is a 7-inning affair, so you want to see the heart of your lineup get going right here.
Swing and a miss there as Davis couldn't find that pitch on the outside. Nice ball breaking away from the batter there. 0-2 now is the count here to Davis. He is 1 for 3 on the day with a single and a strikeout. Not a bad spot to miss, especially after getting to chase that last pitch. As the count now goes 1-2. Davis, this one jams him. First baseman will find it, tosses it over for the putout. 3-1.
Yeah, like you said, it was just kind of jammed in there on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get enough bat on it to do anything with it, but just kind of just ground it out over there to the right side of the infield. So 1 out with Bryce Capobianco up.
Bryce has been a tough out today. He's 1 for 2 with 2 runs scored and a walk. He's also got a single. Had 6 RBIs in the first game of the day and takes that first pitch outside corner for a strike. So Bryce will dig in with 1 out and nobody on. Breaking pitch, drifting high for a ball.
Yeah, good eye there. Didn't chase anything. Still not, panic mode for the Indians. They need to remain patient and wait on their pitch. Base runners, down 2 runs here. So any way we can manufacture some runs.
So Bryce will dig in here. Awaiting the pitch. Breaking pitch, and that one looked really good. As now the count goes 3-1. So waiting the 3-1 offering here from Parker. And it's in there for a strike. Now the count goes full, 3-2. So waiting the payoff pitch. Jammed him a little bit. Shortstop's going to go back, can't find it.
Yeah, got enough muscle on it to get it out there and over the shortstop's head to get a single out of it. So bat continues to stay hot for Bryce.
And now this will bring up Whittington batting in place of the DH after all the changes were made previously. So J-Dub getting his first at bat here in game 2. He's representing the tying run here for the Indians. Bottom of the 6th, ICC trailing this one 9-7. That pitch goes high for a ball.
Yeah, good eye. Remember to remain patient. And got Meeks up behind J-Dub here. Meeks is on deck.
And that time came in with some inside heat. Couldn't catch up with it. 1-1 now is the count. So 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out here. Runner at first. There's a hit to the left side of the field. Shortstop's going to have to come up and charge this one. A throw is in time. Got him by a half a step there. Nice play over at shortstop, and now there's 2 outs in the inning as the runner able to advance to second.
Yeah, like you say, though, it did move the runner up. Now that's going to draw a mound visit from Co-Lin. He may say this is it. I don't know.
Let's see what they elect to do here. Maybe talk about how they want to handle this situation.
I kind of find it hard to believe he'd say that is it, but unless he's past his pitch.
Which say it might be one of those situations where no, just basically wanting to come out, maybe remind him, say, hey, we got 2 runs here. Guy behind you, don't worry about him. Go after this batter right here. But it's a tough one as it's Meeks coming to the plate. He's 2 for 2 with a walk. He also has an RBI and a run scored.
Well, that may have been what he's talking to him about, too, is because now look who's behind Meeks, and we know that. And he may have been talking about, hey, don't give him anything. Meeks has had some hits, and if you have to put him on or if he does get on, you got Ware behind him. And I'm nothing against that, but Ware just hadn't had the most solid day today.
And so Meeks will dig in with a runner at second and 2 outs. Here in the bottom of the 6th, Co-Lin leading 9-7. Meeks takes a chop at that first one, fouls it back for strike 1. Little live action check-in over at Co-Lin and softball. Bases loaded. Bottom of the 7th with 2 outs. Co-Lin at the plate. So Co-Lin trying to pick up 2 wins here in dramatic fashion over the Indians, if possible. ICC trying to get out of the inning and force it into extra innings for a second straight game. So Meeks at the plate here for the Indians. They trail 9-7. And the pitch. Nice breaking pitch away from the batter that time. Meeks couldn't square up on it.
Yeah, you can't pull those pitches, and I'm not going to say you can't. They're not designed to pull. Let me rephrase that. And Meeks had a pull swing on that one, so that's when you got to drive to right field or try to drive to right field, go with the pitch.
So 1-2 now is the count here on Meeks. That one's going to be outside, and
that was well outside. Drew some boo birds from Co-Lin's side over there, but well outside the zone. And as we know, this umpire does not call anything that's close outside the zone. Only it's got to be over the plate.
Well, we just had a bizarre finish to the softball game, and I hope they replay it here. As 1-0 is going to be the final in the bottom of the 7th, but it looked like a ball that hit the umpire allowed the run to score for Co-Lin to pick up the sweep.
Got a full count here on Meeks. I think it's full. Maybe 2-2.
So wait the pitch here. This one grounded. Third baseman sits back, waits on it. Throw across the way is in time for the putout. 5-3 to retire Meeks. We played 6 in Fulton. 9-7. Co-Lin with the lead. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this here on the ICC Sports Network.
Your knee is a complex joint with many components, making it vulnerable to a variety of injuries. Some of the most common knee injuries include fractures, dislocations, sprains, and ligament tears. Many knee injuries can successfully be treated with simple measures such as bracing, rehabilitation, and exercise. The other injuries may require surgery to correct. At our injury clinic, we commonly see meniscal tears that occur during sports. Tears in the meniscus can occur when twisting, cutting, pivoting, or being tackled. Meniscal tears may also occur as a result of arthritis or aging. Just an awkward twist when getting up from a chair may be enough to cause a tear if the meniscus has weakened with age. The most common symptoms of meniscus tears are pain, stiffness, swelling, catching or locking of your knee, the sensation of your knee giving way, and if you are not able to move your knee through its full range of motion. The RICE protocol is effective for most sports-related injuries. RICE stands for rest, ice, compression, and elevation. Remember that at the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our story is you.
Hey Indian fans, I'm Ricky Murphy, real estate agent, Tommy Morgan Realtors, and I'm also a proud alumni of the All-American Marching Band. Itawamba Community College was my home for 2 years, and where you decide to make your home will be one of the most important decisions of your life. Whether you're looking to create a plan to buy your first home, or if you're ready today to make a move into your forever home, give me a call or send me a message so we can discuss your next move. And for my family, roll Tide!
And welcome back as we have another call to the bullpen here for the Indians. And Brad, go ahead and let us know who the new pitcher here is for ICC.
We got Brady Davis, normally a starter for the Indians, coming in out of the bullpen today. He is a sophomore out of Hamilton, and 6 appearances on the year. Got 3 wins, no losses, 32 in the third innings pitched. Does have 35 hits, 12 base on balls, 22 Ks. 4.45 ERA.
So that call to the bullpen being brought to you by Tommy Morgan, real estate agent Ricky Murphy. When you're ready to make the call to move to your next home, maybe sell your current home, give him a call at 662-321-9824. That pitch fouled off. And 1-1 now is the count. So waiting the 1-1 pitch here. Swung on and missed. And that one will go for strike 2.
Yeah, good job by Brady coming in.
And there's going to be reached on that one and fouled it off. And did see what happened on that last play there as the umpire got hit on the inside part of the leg, and run would have scored either way because the ball would have got out to the outfield. And that was the update on softball. So Co-Lin walks it off in both games against ICC. They win the first game of the day 3-2, the second 1-0 to get the sweep over ICC. And
pitch up in the zone there a little bit. Biggs was able to turn on it. Ground ball between first and second. Single. So leadoff batter is on base. Biggs had a home run earlier in the day, so now he's got a single to add to that, and that's going to bring up Mohead.
So Mohead on the day is 1 for 3 with a strikeout and a walk. It's going to show bunt, foul it off for strike 1. We'll try to play a little small ball here, see if they can advance the runner and maybe pick up an insurance run here, leading this one 9-7 in the top of the 7th. Well, it's very important right now for Co-Lin to earn this split with the Indians. It's a ball underneath that time, ball called. So we talked about it, both these teams tied for 9th when they started the day. ICC got the win in the first game, and Co-Lin trying to stay in the chase here for that final playoff spot. That pitch on the outside for a ball. Trying to see what Jones and Northwest did today, as that's another one. Jones was tied with ICC. And that pitch swung on and missed.
Yeah, looks like you got a 2-2 count now here on Mohead.
I don't see any updates, live updates there from Jones. So that pitch missing, 3-2 now goes the count.
Everything's full up.
We'll see. And that one fouled off.
Mohead just got a piece of that one. That was on the outside part of the plate, and he just got the outside, I'm talking about just the outside part of the bat on it. So did enough to stay alive. Full count. Here we go again.
And that one missing outside for a ball. Well, Northwest did get the win in the first game of the day, 12-8 over Jones. And see what a current score is now. And it's 2-2 in the top of the second of game 2 there. So each team jockeying for position heading down the stretch of the regular season here. Runners on first and second. No outs here, and this is Boone coming to the plate. He's 1 for 4 with a single. Shows bunt, lays it down, and it's a beauty. And then the pitcher's going to slip and fall. And that's going to go for, I'm going to have to call that an infield bunt single, because I don't know that he would have been able to throw him out even with a good play.
I don't either.
That'll be one at the end of the day. We'll defer to the coaches on what they want to call that one on the stats.
Now batting is number 12, Kenner Bizot.
If anything, though, 17th hit of the game for Co-Lin here in game 2. ICC with 10.
Yeah, bases loaded now with Bizot up.
And he fouls his first one off, back and out of play for strike 1. Well, that's what we said. The bullpen was going to be questionable for the Indians this year, and Co-Lin was able to get to our starting pitcher early and kind of sent him to the bench a little bit earlier than it planned. It's that pitch missing low and outside. 1-1 is the count. So now it's going to be up to the Indians' bats. But before they do that, they've got to find an out here in the top of the 7th. And that pitch missing.
Bases loaded too, Adam, and we're, like I say, Brady's lost the strike zone some. I mean, it's a 2-1 count here, but he's testing Riley behind the plate right now with a couple in the dirt back there, and there's a strike, and he swung through it to Bizot. So we need an out here bad, Adam.
Yeah, he was wanting that one there as he's upset with himself after not being able to find some contact on that one. So now the count goes 2-2. Boy, it'd be a big time for a Renaissance Bank strikeout here. There it is. Strike 3. Bizot a little slow to walk away from the plate that time as he chased one a little low. So now with one out, bases still loaded, this is going to be Spring. Spring had a triple. He's also walked, so he's 1 for 3 on the day and took a big healthy chop at that one, comes up empty.
Yeah, big swing there. Of course, you got the corners, first and third in on the corners. Riley blocking that one up for ball one. You got the middle infield set up for the double play ball, hopefully to get out of this.
So 1-1 is the count here on Spring. Looks at that one for strike 2. Well, you got to get the second out because the rest of this inning here, or the next 3 batters, have come up and have been red hot for Co-Lin. Ground ball, foul ball, and we'll do it all over again.
Yeah, you're right. You mentioned that, and that's huge. Because that bottom of the order has definitely provided the most damage to the Indians today.
So 1-2 now is the count here to Spring. He's going to get one, and they're going to come home with it. They get the force to cut down the run.
That was a good job there. Just a good clean play there by Blaine Ware at first to field the ball, make the throw at home, get the out. Didn't do anything fancy to try to double it up, but nice if they could, but didn't want to take the risk right there at them to make an errant throw and then score another run. So you do have 2 outs now, everybody playing back in their normal position. And you do have
this is McKenzie at the plate.
Yeah.
And he is trouble. 3 for 3 on the day with 2 RBIs, 2 runs scored. Does have a sacrifice bunt to his credit. Loses that one, takes that one for a strike. 1-1 now is the count. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Bases for the Wolves here. Indians trying to get out of this inning.
Good block.
Yeah, big time block there. As Davis has been solid behind the plate here so far in game 2. Not letting anything get by. I'm going to go ahead and knock on wood because if it does, that's on me.
I didn't say anything.
Yet. This one fouled back off the netting. That'll be strike 2. So now the count goes 2-2 here to McKenzie. He's been a tough out today. Can we get the second Renaissance Bank strikeout of the inning here to get out of this jam? 2-2 pitch coming. Fouled off, and it'll go to the parking lot, and we'll stay at 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. That's the situation here. And this is going to be a slow roller. It could be trouble. J-Dub's going to have to hurry, and he gets it in time.
That's Verdon back over there.
Verdon, excuse me. As that was a big-time play there for Verdun, and the Indians pull the Houdini act and get out of it with no damage done. We'll head to the bottom of the 7th. 9-7 is your score. ICC needs 2 to extend it, 3 to win it. Can they do it? Back with more right after this here on the ICC Sports Network.
Playing on tour takes years of dedication, hours of practice, focused precision, and nerves of steel. That's how you become great at the game, but not how you should bank. That's why Allie Ewing chose Renaissance Bank. Their easy-to-use app makes banking a breeze, no matter where she is. Renaissance Bank, understanding you.
Try it first.
Hey Indian fans, I'm Ricky Murphy, real estate agent, Tommy Morgan Realtors, and I'm also a proud alumni of the All-American Marching Band. Itawamba Community College was my home for 2 years, and where you decide to make your home will be one of the most important decisions of your life. Whether you're looking to create a plan to buy your first home Or if you're ready today to make a move into your forever home, give me a call or send me a message so we can discuss your next move. And from my family, roll Tribe!
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we have another call to the bullpen here as Co-Lin will go to the bullpen. This call to the bullpen being brought to you by your Tommy Morgan real estate agent, Ricky Murphy. And Brother Boggs, introduce us to the new pitcher here and give us some of those Sonic stats.
Got a right-hander, Cooper Williams, who's a freshman, tall freshman out of Madison, 6'5", Germantown High School. Right-hander, as I mentioned, 10 appearances this year, 1 win, 0 losses, 14 2/3 innings pitched, 12 hits, 8 runs, 7 base on balls, 11 Ks, 2.45 ERA.
Ware swings on the first pitch he sees. Going to put it in the bullpen over there for Co-Lin. So that'll go for strike one.
Yeah, every at bat is crucial right here for the Indians. Anybody can do the math and figure that out, Adam, but every at bat's crucial. We're going to have base runners, and Blaine's got a good start right there.
There you go. Just what we needed there. A leadoff single by Ware. And that is going to be his first hit of the day, and a timely one there. And now this will be Eli Hancock coming to the plate, representing the tying run here for the Indians in the bottom of the 7th.
Yeah, that was big right there. Blaine needed that. That maybe was going to spark something right there. I know that's going to help his feelings on the day. He's got a good bat, able to put one in play right there and get a hit on the day. So our leadoff batter is on base with Hancock up.
And that pitch finds the outside corner for a strike here to Hancock. He doubled in his previous at bat. He's 1 for 3 on the day. Has flown out to center and grounded out to short. So runner at first. That's Blaine Ware. Hard hit ball, chopper. And they're going to possibly turn 2 here. No, they will not. They'll only get the leading runner there. And so a fielder's choice, 4-6 on the putout of Ware. And so now with 1 out, this will bring up Drew Capobianco as 1 for 2 on the day with a 2-run single. He did have a sacrifice bunt, and he's also struck out.
Well, 1 out, as you mentioned. Indians desperately needing either hit, base on balls, either one.
Again, they trail this one 9-7 here in the bottom of the 7th. 1 out, runner at first. And Hancock, who's got pretty good speed, but don't know if the Indians are going to try to do anything stealing-wise to move a runner over. Ground ball, and it's going to get past. Nope, nearly throws it away that time, but able to stretch out and dig that one. Thought it was going to get past the second baseman, but he got a better jump on it than I thought he did. And so now with 2 outs in the inning, go to the top of the lineup here, and Matthew Martinowicz, who is 0 for 2, has been hit by a pitch and walked. He scored a run as well. Runner is at second for the Indians. Indians with 11 hits on the day would love to try to find 12 or more. At least need to get some more other than 12 to see if because they need 2 runs.
Yeah, Co-Lin knows that Hancock at second doesn't mean anything to them necessarily. I mean, they're totally fine if he.
Yeah, he scores, no big deal.
Yeah, if he scores, they're worried about the guy at the plate more than anybody right now, and that's, of course, Martinowicz at this point. So anyway, Martinowicz can get on. If you can get Verdon's bat up there, that would be a benefit to the Indians.
Nice job taking some off that fastball there. Martinowicz way ahead of that one. Swing and a miss for a strike. Why not go ahead and tie this thing up, Marty? As he does represent the tying run here. Gonna look the runner back to second. Kind of just a half-hearted, just fake toss over there.
Yeah, they can do what they want to. Not sure why they're doing that. It makes no difference. Again, why, I wouldn't even be worried about him if I were on the mound right now. There's no need to be worried about him.
So Martinowicz will dig in. Looks at that pitch in there for a strike, and a beautiful pitch. Called strike 2.
All right, got 2 strikes. Got to be a defensive batter here, and you got to put anything in play. You got to swing at anything close. 2 strikes, 2 outs. If you want to extend the game, it's all on Martinowicz right now.
So waiting the pitch here for Williams. Martin Alex, grounder, second baseman, gloves it. Plenty of time to throw, and it's going to be barely hung on to there. Quite the adventurous out to end the ball game, but 4-3 on back-to-back putouts. And Co-Lin rallies to win this one by the final score of 9-7. We'll keep it here and go directly into our Renaissance Bank post-game report. And Brad, your thoughts here on Game 2?
Well, pitching, of course, momentum came from Co-Lin. They say what we want to. They got it handed to them pretty much the first game. But all the runs the Indians scored. But there was some momentum, and that's what we talked about at the end of Game 1 was Indians need to be careful. We got to carry that momentum in because Co-Lin had some momentum that they're carrying with them into Game 2 as well. And so now you've got that scenario. And then, of course, we had Babin, who was strong last weekend and threw a great game last weekend, yet comes in today, and it just wasn't that strong of a performance as it was last weekend. You're going to have that. They're going to have that happen, and we already knew the arms were down as far as going to the bullpen. We've got some injuries, and we're battling through that. And, the pitching, the bats were alive at the beginning. All kudos going to Parker there, who threw a heck of a game. He threw a heck of a game. The Indians were able to muster out 7 runs from Parker. Came out hot. I was impressed with the bats. We've talked about the timely hitting. Timely hitting was good. We didn't have the arms to go with it today in the second game. So I think it goes back to the arms. Just didn't have it for the mound. It's not that we didn't try. You're running Verdong out there early in the game, and you're having to go to your bullpen early, and that's just not a recipe that's going to bring up a W for you. So I hate it, and I know Coach Collier does too. We were needing the sweep today, got the split. That's good, still in there. So we got to live to see another day here, and we got to focus on our next matchup, which and we're going to be on the road here for a little bit too. So we're going to be some road warriors for the Indians here to pull out some W's.
Yeah, the next game for the Indians scheduled for Tuesday, a non-division game at Jackson State, but with rain in the forecast, we'll have to keep an eye on that one as well. And then they will go on the road to Southwest on Saturday. That game recap being brought to you by our friends over at Sam's Town Market. Sam Ferris and the rest of the crew, they serve some of the best meats and produces around, has a wide variety of specialty items there at Sam's Town Market, located right in the heart of Manatee. Look them up on Facebook and tell them thank you for sponsoring today's action. You're also looking back at some of the Little Caesars instant replays from today's game. When you're ready for something hot and ready, and I owe Brad at least 12 Little Caesars pizzas, so might be getting him one on the way home there. So Little Caesars, a proud sponsor of ICC Athletics. So take a look at today's final line. For the Indians, it was 7 runs, 11 hits, and 1 error. For Co-Lin, 9 runs, 17 hits, and 1 error. The Wolves improved to 11-18 overall, 6-8 in conference play. ICC falls to 12-14, also 6-8 in conference play. Have to keep an eye on, see what happens in Game 2 between Jones and Northwest to see where we stand at the end of the day when it makes a chase to the playoffs. So for Dr. Brad Boggs, Lee Adams, Raphael Henry, I'm Adam Gore saying so long from Fulton. As stay tuned because we don't really know when our next broadcast is, thanks to Mother Nature. But we know for sure Saturday, softball will be here against Southwest. If everything looks good there, we'll be right back here on the Red Channel. Have a blessed evening, and as always, Roll Tribe.
Playing on tour takes years of dedication, hours of practice, focused precision, and nerves of steel. That's how you become great at the game, but not how you should bank. That's why Allie Ewing chose Renaissance Bank. Their easy-to-use app makes banking a breeze, no matter where she is. Renaissance Bank, understanding you.